shit.
Hello and welcome to Tales from the Dark Side, your Star Wars news and weekly comic recap presented by Renovision. Tonight we'll continue our Kenobi series review with episode 5, and we'll see how those episode 5 Kenobi game bets from last week turned out, and we'll throw down some wagers for the season finale. There may only be one comic to review this week, that's Bounty Hunters 24, but there's upcoming comic storylines to discuss, and at least one that coulda, shoulda been, maybe. We've got your weekly Star Wars news update, more collectible releases, and the crew compiled their favorite Darth Vader comic covers for a top 10 ranking, I think.
Yep.
So let's get it going, fellas. Let's go.
All right, that is loud. I guess we're ready. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Happy Father's Day.
I've been on a 2-week vacation bender, so it's gonna be fun. I made it back though in time to do this show, as I did TAC if you hadn't caught it. But let's say hi to the people. Rodney. Let's see what Rodney's got. Lord Marco is the son of Pete Renovision. Okay, according to Jedi Johnson. All right, and it was uncovered his long lost brother Dom. Yes. The real sumbitch has turned against him to host and ruin the show. I don't know how you guys did last week. I hope it went well. It probably went well. I mean, how bad? You can't.
Yeah, we were all right.
This
Yeah,
show
back to
really
the
Couple of hiccups, but
yeah, probably. I mean, as long as you guys don't try to talk about canon or timelines, I think you're all right. I shouldn't be the first comment within 5 minutes. Okay, hey, what's up, Sticks? Hey, Sticks, good to see you. Dusty, how are you doing? Wave Ed says hey Sticks, but he also says Gray. He says hi to Ryan, and then he says oh, BK's here bright and early. Marco, the angry man, has at least 10 rants tonight because of Kenobi. I think I might surprise you tonight. Spoiler alert. I do have a rant. I had to add a new segment. We have a new segment showing today just so I could rant about something. Saying hi for the algorithm. Thank you very much, Eric. Good to see you. And I just skipped the whole rest of the chat. James, there you are. If Marco ever goes an entire show without a rant, I donate a slab for a giveaway. Over under rants tonight. Well, I just told you I'm going to do a rant.
A challenge.
That is a challenge. Joe, what was Joe's little thing now? MK Ultra? Don't know what that means. He will be in a good mood for Father's Day. 2 rants max. We're taking over. We should do that. That's what we should do, is a bet on the chat. Justin, so you can see how many rants it is, and I'll just not look at it. Wayseeker, hey, how you doing?
It's too easy for you to manipulate.
No, I just won't look at it. Hey, Wayseeker brought up a good point. He hit me in the DMs. Next week we'll review the Jedi and the Sith, the new book that came out, and we have another one coming up soon too. So we'll get both those out of the way. Sith rule. Yep. Okay. Running with the devil. Got it. It sucked last week. Wow. Okay. Well, hey, and we won because there's no rants last week.
What?
All right, won the bet.
I don't know. The Kenobi series or our show?
Look, everybody, just relax. Just relax. Everybody's got an opinion.
No.
Okay. Pete, let's. Oh wait, Jedi. Sorry, finish going around. I know we're cutting some time because JJ will be here, but please tell who's here today, what we're doing, or whatever.
All right. Well, he is so Star Wars smart that Alexa asks him questions, then quickly tries to mute him once the ranting starts. It's Macho Man Marco. His tax show news segments are getting longer and longer, and several new cable news networks are starting to notice. If this keeps up, Brian Stetler may be trying to apply for a job. It's the visionary, Pete Renovision. And he's not here yet, but he is so into ripping trading card packs that even his pillow slip cases crinkle like cellophane wrappers. But don't feel sorry for him. He loves it. It's the guy behind the curtain, JJ Maxwell. He'll be joining us. And he built a fort with all his unopened Boba Fett statue and collectible boxes. It has an indoor pool and basketball court. It's October. Nice. The hunt is on.
Nice.
And he refuses to holiday on Tatooine because it's only a 2-star vacation destination. It's me, Jedi Johnson 22. Let's go.
All right. Do we have anything to go with? Aren't we supposed to do an intro, Pete, or something? Aren't we supposed to? Oh, we already did that. All right. Two things. First off, make sure you thank Rogue Slaw and the guys over at
Nerd
Herd. Thank you. Max Rebo, I got the shirt from him. I appreciate it. Something fell through,
That's
but
awesome.
he got me the one on Celebration. So extremely excited about that. Lopez, you're in Pittsburgh. So is Shannon. If you're actually in there, maybe you guys should hook up for a little bit or something.
Are they both in Denny's?
Probably not. Not an hour. Who waits? First off, what grown ass man goes to Denny's? And second, who waits an hour and a half for a line? That's nothing I'll ever do. So probably not.
I could go to Denny's. I got
Really?
$5 in my pocket, and I want breakfast.
When you're sober,
going to Denny's. Well,
oh,
I
you
didn't
go
say
for
that.
breakfast? You go for breakfast when you're sober?
No, breakfast foods. It could be like 2,
at
3
night
o'clock
when
in
you're
the morning.
drunk. Okay, yeah, 5 in the morning.
You want breakfast.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not 5 in the morning in Pittsburgh. It's 9 right now. So, like, obviously, and I doubt Lopez is hammered. Oh, maybe he is. It's Sunday. Okay.
Who knows?
All right.
Pancakes is an anytime food.
What's that?
Pancakes is an anytime food. That's what I say.
That's true.
Yeah, but if you're conscious, are you consciously making a decision that Denny's is the place you're going for those pancakes?
No, I'll probably go to IHOP first.
Whatever's closest.
Now, let me tell you some pancakes. The multi-grain nut pancakes. Those are good. Great pancakes.
Coming up on the tax show. Best place to go. When you're
That's not a
hungover and-
rant. BK, you're over exaggeration on what a rant is. We have a Greek and
person from Germany.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, I mean
absolutely
that's
right.
right because I go to
Pick
Greek.
up a regular
That's where I
diner.
go all the time. Yeah, it's always at the Greek diners. I don't go to Denny's. Like, out here, there's like you can't. Well, it's Greek diners that Albanians run now, but like you can't miss them anymore. So they're all over the place.
Yeah,
They're
I got
called
diners
cronies.
all over.
Yeah. All right, let's get into news.
Alrighty. I'm not running the intro thing just because, well, JJ's not here. So,
No
Yes.
intros.
well, it's JJ. I made the intro. It's JJ's news, but now I'm doing the news, so I have to change it.
Still be JJ's news. Okay,
It could be.
Go roll the end.
All right, first up,
Mm-hmm.
we talked about it on TAC, and you got all confused thinking I was saying something else.
Oh yes.
But Taika Waititi is still saying that he just wants to do new stuff. So he
Good.
wants to do new stuff. He doesn't want to cover the old connective things of like, here's how
But
they
you
got
know
the
what?
Millennium Falcon and Chewbacca's grandparents.
Right. This is the problem that I have with it. It was just as that because I was researching something else. And in the Vanity Fair article, Kathleen Kennedy has been saying now for like years the same thing. We're going to get away from the Skywalker saga. And for years. So let's see. That's great that he wants to do that. Let's do it. Just do it.
Yeah,
I'm
let's see
in.
what they do.
I'm in. Anybody else not?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, listen, anything new, I'm with it.
It's worth a try, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's going to be great, but it's worth a try. I'd rather give it a try.
Yeah. Dom needs new characters to collect.
right.
You bounty hunters, let's go.
Yep. I mean, I think it is kind of getting in a drought too. Like it's just a lot of it's getting old, and I don't know how much longer to hold on to the promises of like. I mean, the great thing was High Republic. Like, how refreshing was that? Even when some of it wasn't that great, I think all of us had talked about. And I think it's just because it was. There definitely was some misses, right? Like, I don't think we can say it was a perfect thing, but like, it's
So-
exciting.
Yeah.
It's more exciting than
Did
anything
you
else.
build
they put
this
out.
slide, or was this a slide out of the article?
Mix. I build it out of pieces of articles and things.
I just thought it was interesting. They had the same old characters in the background.
Yeah, all right.
No, good,
Well,
Joe.
we don't
I'll
know
hit
who
that.
his new characters will be.
Well,
know
everybody
what?
take up
Let's-
that first insider. Thank
You
you,
know
Joe, for that.
If any indication of what
Jar
his
Jar.
header of Star Wars looked like when they showed it back when they had the investor meeting, it looks like something out of the Old Republic, maybe. You know, something
What's that?
that it could be different. You know,
Yeah, but I mean, I'm even saying just do like, if you go back and remember, like, I don't know, I'm still kind of nostalgic for a lot of Dark Horse stuff, and some of it was really bad, but like some of the stuff that just had nothing to do. I mean, I just remember when Del Rey started doing like Luke Skywalker's great grandkid, and like Luke's still not gone, and that just is so lame. Like, then they do like Planet Sith where it had nothing to do with it on Dark Horse, and like some of these other stories, and it's kind of exciting because like Dusty said, like thousands of planets, trillions of beings, like give us something
Exactly.
new. They don't ever do that wrong. When they do new, they don't ever do that wrong.
And that's why I wanted Ray to be somebody else. But
Right, but this is
well.
yeah, but it's BK. It's both. They're now doing this. Yes, Yeah, I think with it though, they don't get stuck into the nostalgic trash area where they can put a couple new things out there. Go ahead.
Anyway, let's move on to Chris Evans. Said he'd love to be in Star Wars. Welcome aboard, fella.
No, Imperial Trooper. He would be a good Imperial Trooper.
Why?
Maybe
Yeah.
something to that effect. Maybe young Tarkin. He could play young. No, couldn't.
Well, again, why do you have to cast him in a role that you know?
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah,
he
right.
be somebody new? Can't you see him
Brand new character.
helming a ship?
Maybe
I mean,
I'll
be honest.
TIE fighter pilot.
I'll be honest with you. I've seen him in a bunch of shit. Captain America's it for him. Okay, let's go. Let him do some artsy fartsy shit. Let's keep him out of like superhero roles or anything that's. I don't like what great sci-fi shit do you think Evans has ever done?
Snowpiercer.
Huh?
Snowpiercer. That's a sci-fi,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it
it's
was
got a
all right.
sci-fi.
kind of sci-fi-ish.
Which did he do the movie or did he do the show?
He did the movie.
The movie.
He did the movie.
Then they made
Yeah.
a show based off of it.
It was good.
Yeah, don't forget he was Johnny Storm.
Yeah, he's talking about.
Yeah, it was just garbage. He was garbage as Johnny Storm.
And I said last night, he's great in Knives Out.
He was straight trash. Then let him do that. Let
Knives
him
Out,
do that.
great movie. Look,
Isn't Knives Out done by Keenan Michael Key or something?
no, Knives
No.
Out is by freaking Ryan Johnson.
Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and it was a good movie. I enjoyed
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Evans, quirky comedies. I could imagine a Underworld. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get Tag and Bink. Like if he does Tag and Bink, I know that's something that's there, but it hasn't really been looked into. Like, I think if you do Tag and Bink and you give him that, that's pretty fun. That would
You
be
want
fun.
him to be Tag or Bink?
No. The one guy we're talking about. I'm not going to try to mess his name.
Oh, Taika Waititi.
Yep, him.
You know, I'm still
I
waiting.
thought you were
for-
saying Chris Evans should be Tag and Bink. I'm like, is Hemsworth going to be the other?
No,
one?
I don't. I
like
think
that.
I think Chris Evans should take his fucking money and go do something else. Like, don't put him in Star Wars. I want to see his ass there. He's not a good actor. I mean, he could play
Not
Captain
bad.
America because you didn't have to really act to play Captain America. I mean,
Don't tell him that.
What do you mean? Don't tell him that he cashed checks, dude. Out of
I
all the
don't know.
performances, he was pretty weak performance around. Like there wasn't
I
much
know,
to
but-
him.
He was a pretty good Captain America.
Yeah, because he didn't have
Yeah.
to do shit. He just had to look around and look pretty. So he
Yeah,
looked
but
pretty.
then
Good
you're
job.
not giving him credit for anything else that he's done. What about the one where he had to raise that little girl?
When he was
pretty good. I
Losers
can't remember the
wasn't
name of that
good.
one.
When he was Johnny Storm, he wasn't good.
He was
I
good
didn't see
in
Knives
he was
Out.
good as
obviously.
Johnny
the comedy.
He was okay in Snowpiercer, but it wasn't him that made that fucking movie.
What's the movie? The comedy that
Anyway.
he did. The teenage. It was like with the Jennifer Gardner.
Not another teen movie?
Team movie.
That's
Team
the
movie.
right
Yeah.
one?
It was
Not
funny.
some
in that.
shit I would watch.
Come
so.
on. That's
No,
your fault.
I wouldn't. Why would I watch it? Watch
was
that
cool.
shit?
It's funny.
Are you kidding me?
Don't be judging without
Soldier
seeing.
Soldier Boy's. I saw a preview for not another teen movie and said not some shit for me. So, Soldier Boy is greater than Captain America. Sorry, my voice is kind of gone, guys. Just so you know. So I'm
All
trying
right,
to
we'll
keep
move
it-
on.
Yeah, it's Dwayne. Thank you. That was a semi rant. As far as I'm going to be able to probably rant tonight.
Young
Um,
Leo.
So 11. Apparently, they're offering her a bunch of money to join the Star Wars universe. But I only see this in British newspapers and British news sites.
Oh, the
So now
tabloids over
we'll
there.
call the
Oh,
rumor.
fucking worse. Yeah. Well, that's what ours are turning into too. But yeah. So this is the girl from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. None
She
of those
looks like-
kids, huh?
They got all. We actually started watching Stranger Things again. Me and my wife.
They all got a look to them over there, huh?
No.
Okay.
I'm assuming everybody wants her to play a teenage Leia, but I don't know.
Please
She
don't.
actually-
Whatever.
They did a
Please
deep fake.
don't.
They did
Please
a deep
don't.
fake, and she looks just like her.
Don't. No, Dom. Stop. No. Please no. No. No.
No. Well,
Oh, what? It's no. We don't want to. She doesn't. She looks shit like Carrie.
why are you still talking about it then?
Get out of here.
Everyone else let it go.
He said, no, he said, hey. He goes, hey, yeah,
I
she
root for
could
the next one.
looks like Leia. Looks like Leia. All right, go ahead.
But it is Leia.
What's Leia?
But it's basically was it Deborah Chow who had an article? She was basically speaking to the possibility of Obi Wan season 2. I mean, and basically they just reiterate that they planned it as a limited series. It has a beginning, middle, and end. So there's a story they're going to tell. But they did caveat that, saying there's still another 10 years or so that they could fill in if they wanted to do something else. So it is what it is.
Like to see him just do a Tatooine story. Just be
Let's
on
move.
Tatooine.
Oh, let's move away. Let's not move away. I mean, like,
No, have him like like Bill Bixby at the end of the Hulk when he leaves. He helps the people on Tatooine, and then at the end he walks away, goes back to the cave, and does his journals.
Oh my god! I mean, didn't we just the chat just say the first story we had was what? We're gonna get away from this shit, and everybody's like, "Yay!" And then fucking Catherine Kennedy said we're gonna, and then we have this. Okay, whatever.
Well, this is just people asking the question, and then the showrunner answering it, saying, "Well, we don't have plans for it, but they could do it." So,
hey Mojo, happy
that's
Father's
what I'm
Day.
saying. Take it for what it is. This isn't an announcement that we're getting season 2 or anything. It's just somebody asked the question and she answered it.
No. Yeah, Joe, exactly.
So we'll see. This might get into a little bit of a spoiling Obi-Wan. So, well, we're gonna do it anyway later. So let's just dip into it real quick now, because I found an article or a couple of articles that translated some of the names.
Yeah, what do you guys think about this?
I don't know who these people are.
Oh, the people from Legacy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not that strong. I don't have that much of a history with Legacy to know who Corwin Chevley is, or Shelvey.
Not a big deal. Doesn't matter.
Shelby.
Or Raganda is Marin.
Yeah, a little serious. Doesn't matter. No, but like I'm saying, if you're gonna do these type of Easter eggs, I think this is really. Go ahead, keep going.
Oh, yeah. And I didn't get any more pictures because the other ones didn't really. I couldn't even figure out if they were the real names because they're only part names.
Yeah, I don't know if the Tiberius is one. They also had the one kid in there too. What was his name? He's got a funny.
Last week from the first, like the was it the third episode with the on the wall? You had
we had Voss. I didn't put Voss back in there.
Oh, well,
No,
Voss.
No. There's a kid in here whose name is damn dude. I'll remember in a minute. It's funny. The name is, but he was like a Jedi that was in Legacy. I think this is kind of cool that they put these names on here to give a little nod to the Legacy stuff. I actually think this is really fun. Yeah. And that like in Irish, then people have to go back and find it. I think this is how Easter eggs should be done, and they're not cheesy. You know what I mean? I've 100% criticized just stupid trash nostalgia, as somebody in the chat called it earlier. I think it was BK, where like this is kind of a cool way of doing it, right? Like in my opinion, this is what I love.
Yeah, I want somebody else to go and do the legwork for me and just tell me what was on that wall they showed real fast.
Yeah, or you could do it yourself, but yeah, I mean, like it's just
not translating Arabish.
All right,
I don't got time for all that. That's again. I'm short. I'm doing the other shorthand. I'm taking the shorthand somebody else did and doing more shorthand for you guys, so you can just get the end result.
No, but that is kind of cool
not harder.
Exactly. Now let's see if they're going to use these characters down the road, even if they're
no. See, that's it. No.
You don't have to.
That's what I'm saying. It's a great. If you don't, it's just a great nod to some of the stuff in the background. It doesn't have to be. And Joe, I agree. I agree with you. Like, but this is what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't even have to be a canon thing. It could just be a nod, like literally a nod. You can spell the names differently or have them. There's a character in there. There's a little boy in there that is named after a Jedi, and obviously he's not a Jedi because he's one of the fugitives. Like, that's just a cool nod. We can have cool nods. Yeah. Like that. Right. I like that. I think it's good. I don't think we need 80,000 things. Star Wars Pigtail.
Are you looking forward to this?
Yes.
Lego summer vacation.
That's gonna be. I like that.
Fun.
Yeah, I love these.
I'm always.
Of course, I am.
Lego, baby.
Yeah, dude, these are always fun. They're great. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of one that I didn't like. I mean, the Halloween one.
I haven't watched all the Freemakers, but again, I enjoyed
watched all the Freemakers.
But I didn't watch all.
Even the ones, the pre-ones that they erased, the Yoda Chronicles and all that stuff. I love them. Those fucking were hilarious. But yeah, cool. Yeah, pancakes are not canon.
Stuff. I'm always
apparently crappy pillows are though. All right,
get yourself a nice little kyber crystal necklace. Head on down to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Good old Star Wars Galaxy Edge.
They've already been selling this shit at every con, so you just don't get the real nice thing and the expensive price tag.
Hey, these are different too. They are different crystals, and they all have different sayings on them as well. I didn't go get them all, but it's like, may the force be with you, strength or something or other.
Once again, this Star Wars shit sometimes ain't for me, because this shit is not for me. Like, whatever this is, good luck to the people that are wasting money on this horse shit.
Red kyber crystals is like the horn when you're growing
up. And they're all $25.
Hey. That's $25?
Yeah. Well, it's like a leather strap necklace.
That's actually pretty cheap for Disney.
Disney souvenir.
Yeah. I might pay $1.99 for that, and that's about it.
All right.
Jedi, you get
one of bounty hunters.
No, pull it down. Jedi, You putting that? You're out there in Hawaii. You guys like to wear those uka necklaces or whatever, the little fucking shells everywhere. You getting one of these things too? Put right next to you. $25.
You know,
Deal?
I don't know if you can see it underneath my beard, but
I already got one.
maybe.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm already wearing it.
AOA, they don't. Sorry, AOA. Sorry, my man.
I might buy some as a gift for someone for someone, but I wouldn't wear. I wouldn't wear
buying
it
you
myself.
for a gift. If they buy it for me, I'll be happy.
No, if somebody gives me this for a gift, I'm saying, dude, you take it back. You spend too much money.
I think that's the point. They walk into the gift shop and they go, "Well, I got to get my Star Wars friend, something. What am I going to get?
Oh, this is going to be that
glass?
thing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, everybody that goes there, they got to
yeah.
get you something. You can get this fucking
It's gonna
rock.
be right by the register, so you can just like grab them as you check out.
Did they have to do with Boba Fett? I would have said, "You ungrateful bastard."
Anyway,
Yeah, fair enough.
Dom on a Bounty Hunters. We're getting a new book, but it's a kid's book.
That's all right.
That's right.
I like it.
The Secrets of the Bounty Hunter.
Yes, absolutely. I will be picking that up. That looks
I
amazing.
think it'd be kind of cool. Are they? It's not comic books, but I guess there's illustrations.
Yeah, it's illustrations. It's just just wait. There's going to be a first appearance in it, and then we're going to have a true first comic book adaptation.
Then all the
fucking
50-year-old men
horseshit.
are going to buy them, buy them all
Buy
up.
them all out, not even understanding how printing fucking works in regular
Get them
books.
graded, CGC graded.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next thing. Can we CGC grade this shit and then No, this
I
is
just
good,
want
though.
them to make. Just please make Greedo not be an idiot in this one. Just please,
Yeah, that would be nice.
Who's the
right?
worst idiot?
make him
then
not
we're
be an idiot for
Bassoon.
once.
Yeah, they're actually kind of not making like a lot of the guys that were dummies. Like a lot of the bounty hunters had those dumb problems, and they're kind of changing them around now where they're not such idiots.
Yeah.
So we'll get into it when we do the comic review.
Yeah. Yep.
Hoping for a more badass Dengar.
Mm-hmm.
They're making Dengar pretty.
Dude, Dengar. They need to do. Me and Dom. How many? What? Notice it. What is it again, Dom? I always forget it.
No disintegrations.
Yeah, is that it? Excluding the Afra and that fucking thing's amazing, bro.
It is amazing,
They
man.
need to roll that shit out.
Basically, I think we've already seen the cover for Convergence, but
Yeah, we
they're
showed
showing
like
it
a month
again, and
ago.
they're just confirming again that the end of Phase 2 will be next May 2023 with Kevin Scott's book.
Yeah. Yep.
But
Yeah.
they're just showing this cover again. This
Okay.
Convergence book.
Yay. Excuse me.
Yeah. And that's all we got. It was kind of a light week. I looked around for some interesting stuff, but I didn't want to double dip because we do have some toy news coming up later. So I left the toys out of this.
Wow. Just when I talk about your news segments going on forever, you make a short one. Thanks a lot, Pete.
I tried.
Greedo. Yeah, why change around Greedo?
Your
Leave
tap one
Greedo.
was
Leave
over an
Greedo.
hour, wasn't it?
It wasn't the fault of the news. It was the peanut gallery not letting things go.
Wookiee
non-comic
Fanatic has
book.
a good point. Why change it around? He is an idiot. Let him be an idiot. Why change it? I agree.
Giving them more background.
Yeah, I just, funny enough, and it may be because my brother's favorite color was green growing up, but Greedo was my brother's favorite action figure, one of his favorite characters. So just trying to make him not an idiot. But
Yeah,
Shrek
well, we
is
should
green,
change all of Star Wars for Jedi Johnson and his brothers.
Shrek is green too.
I don't know how they do anything with those fingers they got. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
They creep me out. Those freaking fingers creep me out.
Yeah. I believe me have.
So what do we want to run with next? Well, we're still waiting for JJ.
BK is now trolling the chat. People in the chat. BK, just chill for a minute, bro. Come on, take it easy. All right, let's go into the comic book review. We're going to do a whole big thing. We actually added on. It's another one of those months where StarWars.com came out with the
This is true, by the way.
held his.
The Greedo action figure did hold his blaster very well.
Well, he's great at holding it. He just wasn't good at shooting it.
Not straight anyway.
Or first. Oh, good Lord, AOA. If that just happens, I'm just going to cry. Okay, this week, Bounty Hunter 24. You never know.
We can save that for later. We will need bets for later. So
I have one.
last one. I figure everybody can get one shot in if they want it, and the chat can have one. And if anybody passes, the chat can have theirs. So we can get a full-on 6 bets for the final episode.
Bounty Hunter 24, 2 decent covers. Actually, I didn't like the Pride cover. The head on what's her name looks stupid and ridiculous. But there's a Grievous cover, which is very nice. So there you go.
The colors are
Oh,
good.
okay.
It's just
Not
they
great.
could have done better.
Yeah,
with
the colors are good. I mean, she's got a 6 head there. She doesn't even have a 4 or 5 head. She's got a 6 head. So
Nice.
what? That's a big ass forehead. Weird way of putting it. So we're gonna start off real quickly with I split up in 2 parts. Bounty Hunters has kind of gone a little bit away from Valance and everything else. They follow that one bounty hunter group that's trying to find what's her name, get the going back on.
Trying to find the rightful heir to the underworld throne or whatever.
They picked up Dangar. They hired him for some reason, even though you had Boss there, which is a superior bounty hunter. Dangar goes around and pisses off everybody. Forlom. Well, it's easy to piss off what's his name from the ship, but whatever. Forlom Zuckus, everybody else, and Bosk is actually the voice of reason, where he's like, "Listen, dude. Usually the Chardashians are the ones pissing everybody off, but you're really a jerk." So, huh? What's that?
He said Kardashians.
Did I say Chardashian? What
It sounded like
Trandoshans.
Trandoshans, yeah.
But I got a whole,
I get
Kardashian vibe in there as well.
Yeah,
It's gonna make me giggle.
So he goes back in. I think we saw this coming, right? That he's actually working for Crimson Dawn. So he's actually helping the dude out. Ends up cutting the wires. There's some dialogue that's just like, shut up. And he, once again, Dangar is somebody who was a fuck up forever of bounty hunters, just like a punching joke and an idiot, and everything always went wrong. They kind of turn him around now where he's a little bit more, I don't know, serious and a good bounty hunter. Yeah, no. Seems to be doing all right. Well, he misleads them to an area and then tells them, hey, watch out. This is where they're hiding. What's her name from the Wills and the Morns and all that other stuff. Turns out his bait or his side chick's there hanging out. We get a little bit more back and forth between him and his little piece, which is nice. They go in, they figure out it's a trap eventually, because who doesn't figure out a trap? Well, and then Boss then decides to do the one thing, the little curse. He says, well, if this is a trap, it's not a bad trap. And who shows up but the Knights of Ren? So we're going to have a Knight of Ren. Boss
Shirtless Ren.
Yeah.
But I wear a cloak.
Dengar's Yelp reviews must be terrible because he's always double crossing. Right. He's always, yeah. I mean, I guess that's what bounty hunters do. Or
he just creates new profiles all the time.
Yeah.
Just Dengar 22 and just
Dengar Incorporated.
Did they not have the bounty hunters guild back then that they can just do whatever they want?
No, man.
That is something weird that they've been doing with him to try to. I don't know what they're trying to do with him. Make him. I don't know. I thought he was likable as an idiot, so I don't know why they're trying to.
Dangar's friggin' the Uber rides.
Yeah, right. It's the real Dangar 22. He's just changing around. So I mean, this is kind of giveaway because of the FOC last week in the preview, because they had, one of the Knights of Ren's face with these characters looking at him about to fight him, but that's what we're getting. Not bad part of the storyline. It kind of telegraphed. This was interesting, Jedi. This is the other part of the story that they did was the Valance storyline, which I think it's good because I think we hate shiny makeup, high cheekbone Valance, correct?
Yeah, he's about to lose some of that.
Yeah, I want.
Yes. We want back.
Half, T-800 face.
Yes. We want Terminator Valance. Well, good news for us. So he's there with some of that other crew. He's supposed to be protecting some old man who's really creepy, giving some rah-rah speech about the Empire and how we're going to kill everybody and everybody sucks. His daughter and wife is there. Turns out that there's a setup. They're going to try to assassinate him. Valance is in charge of protecting him. They don't actually assassinate him. The girl, his daughter, ends up about to die. Valance saves it. It's like, hey, I saved the daughter. The guy says, yeah, you saved the daughter, but the dad got killed anyway, so you failed. You suck. We're going to demote you, whatever. And Valance says, I'm done with the skin. I'm going to rip it off my eye and turn back into TI-23. Yeah. So at least there's that. Very short. It was only 6 pages. Right, Jedi? Is that covering it pretty much? That's how that happened.
Yeah. I mean, Valance doesn't give he's being forced to work for the Empire. He really doesn't care too much other than just trying to protect the people, his loved ones that the Empire is threatening if he doesn't do what they want. And yeah, so he's kind of like, I don't give a shit. Just fire me. I don't care. But I don't know. We'll see what happens once Vader once Vader comes back into the picture, he may change his attitude a little bit because.
Yeah. What I don't get was like the guy that is supposed to be killed was the bald guy that says "Oh no" in this panel, but then the guy that's dead laying on the ground is somebody else.
Yeah,
right?
I couldn't tell if the guy that died was the person he was supposed to be.
Like the guy
I don't know,
actually
I got
giving
a
the
little
speech
confused.
wasn't the dad. Yeah, it was confusing.
Yeah, I got a little confused at the end.
Ho hum. It was a ho hum issue either way. It was good, but not great. So Crimson Reign and the 50 covers are coming up next week for Crimson Reign 5. So we got a bunch
Isn't
of them.
that it? The last one? Is that the last one? Number 5?
This is it. Yes,
Or there
5
are
of 5. So all your connecting covers should be there. Remember, don't overpay for Razas. It's been like 3 since
And then
Raza.
you find out what's going to happen with the third series. The Hidden Empire is the next and final chapter.
Yes, that will be coming down the road. I don't know.
What a disappointment those Sabat covers were. I had high hopes for those. They suck.
They suck.
So
Is this one 1 in 25 too, or they go back just making this one?
1 in 25. The Raja cover. I think the Sabat covers.
Sabat covers, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we
Sabat,
can get the last little bit of the Knights of Ren. The Sabaks are what they are. I'm glad. I just hope with the next arc too on their like independent, they keep it independent like they kindly have with.
I like the Pike cover.
Yeah,
You know, do you?
Pike's my cover.
You know, I know that they sit there and they take their time on what stories they're going to put out and they want to make what books they're going to put out. I think the Knights of Ren. I think Knights of Ren should get their own series. You know, there's a lot of story that takes place 30 years before Knights, and Kylo Ren and all that stuff.
Their own television series?
No, like comic series. I don't know about series on TV because it would be cool, but I think comic book series.
Here's the problem, though. Sometimes, just because there is a lot of time and there's a lot of stories you could tell, doesn't mean you have to tell them. Because sometimes the mystery is better than the end result that they get.
The fan fiction is better too.
They never did Wolverine origin.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like if we never got little James Howlett, I'd be a much happier person if we just never knew.
Well, so here's the thing. Dom, what they're doing now is they're sprinkling it in because we'll talk about later in the FOCs or in the future look down the road, but they're sprinkling little stories here back and forth. We'll also talk about it because of the new segment, because of what we think they were supposed to do, and they had to rewrite some stuff for the Knights of Ren. So we're going to get more of it, and I think you're right. It's nice to have it, but I don't think we need it. Like if they're going to do it in like very limited series, but do we really want? I don't know. I'd rather have it sprinkled in here or there, kind of doing what they're doing right now. We'll figure it out, and then do a limited back series when they get all the stuff out there, and all we have to do is hear where they came from. So
that Kira cover is terrible.
Yeah,
it's like lame, just lazy.
Buying the last Raza and calling it a fucking day, dude. That's it.
Unless
you want a big worm.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want the Alice in Wonderland caterpillar.
You don't want the one. You don't want the big phallic worm on your covers. No.
Yeah.
That kind of sucked too. They kind of let it down on the other two, the other two connecting covers. And what the fuck is this 3D chest first?
Speaking
cover?
of your giant phallic worm, I finally watched Jackass Forever this weekend. Woo!
I didn't do. Not something I'd watch.
Was that the first Pike cover, or was that another Pike cover I'm thinking of?
This is it.
We saw this months ago. Like I remember.
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah, it seems like we saw one a long time ago, but
it's
was just
the same thing we're gonna do again. It's the down the road thing. It's coming up in the slides. That's where we saw it. Was on that. And we're gonna see.
Because I feel like we saw it not soon after Book of Fett. Because it's like,
yeah, it is. That's how the solicitations work.
Just doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah, I know. They got but this was a paper shortage. Remember, this is two there, and they're talking about paper shortage, and they roll out 16 covers.
Well, I think it was just that. Didn't they kind of stretch out Crimson Reign?
I agree with
delayed it a little bit.
No, not delayed at all.
I feel like it was dragged out. Like,
no, because now it's one comic a week, so they're not dragging anything. They were pushing, they were adding stuff on. All right. So speaking of, I think there supposed to be a Knights of Ren in this 25 story, the 25th, whatever.
I think so.
Yeah, and we're gonna get an Inquisitor, so we're gonna get these little one shot stories, which will be fun.
I like that.
Like Gary Frank,
for the variant.
No, the regular. Looks like Gary Frank.
I like both though. They look kind of cool. So there we go.
I don't know if I like
Here's
the
your-
Vader lunge. It looks like he's doing just lunge, like I don't know, something about
Oh yeah, I know it's kind
The
of. Well,
legs,
it's
it
taken
just
off the
looks a little-
well, it's taken off the concept art for the fucking TV show, right?
Yeah.
And they both
That's what it
have red lightsabers, so I guess there's a reason for that.
It was taken off the concept art.
Let me ask you a question. The cover right there with the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
The fifth sister that was in the Rebels cartoon.
Okay.
That's her. Was she? She was in the
She
comics.
died.
No, she died in Rebels. I know, but
No.
this is the first cover appearance. This is the first appearance in a comic book.
Yeah, maybe on a cover. Are we still doing this? They were
Gotta
still
have it
doing
now.
this. We're still fucking doing this. Oh my god.
Now I need it. Thanks,
Still
Tom.
fucking doing this. Okay, next.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
95 covers.
80,000 covers. So Sliny's covers are weird, and they got like, I don't know what's going on there.
I got the 1 in 25 that's coming out, which it has everybody in the cover.
There
And the
is.
lead looks like a postcard for California.
Yeah,
that one.
the 125. We'll see a closer look.
Either that or the box art for Outrun.
There you got a Pride there. They got a Luke. They choose your destiny for Luke, and then they got a little Anakin.
Ugh,
Ah, Jesus. Christ.
Annie.
I'm just
This is-
tired of these action figures.
We really need all these. So then here he did. I blew it up. You get a little Darth Mama over here with the double lightsabers. You get a little.
Is
This
this
is a
the
weird
cast party
one.
after the
Oh.
shoot? What's going on here?
What the shit? You got. Hey, look! Isn't that what's his name from Bad Batch in there too?
And you got friggin'
you
Moshan
got
Road.
Load. You got Loden Greystorm over here.
Well, who's that stormtrooper? The guy next
One
to
right
Mace
here.
Windu in the middle. Next to Mace
Yeah, is
Windu.
that or what's his name? The guy from Black. Is that the Stormtrooper? Or is that the guy? What's his name from Bad Batch?
That's Skier. That's Skier.
No,
That's
what's
It
his
could be
name?
Wrecker's helmet.
Wrecker. It looks like Wrecker.
C-3PO looks like he's starving. Somebody,
Fucking.
Is it? No, it looks like there's a ghost tapping 3PO on the head. What is that?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
probably
a little
Han,
ghost
why?
hand. Give me
I don't
that.
know. Ben.
This might be a good one just to pick up to look at all the weird shit in there.
Yeah,
I
At
think
least they
Tarkin-
don't have.
Tarkin
At
looks like
least
he's
they don't have
grinding up
Han
on
and
Han and
Carbonite.
carbonate there. Like he's just kind of
I was thinking,
back into it.
you know, when I first started looking at this, I'm like, I bet they have Han and Carbonite, and then also have
None.
Han like somewhere else, like next to Chewie, but they didn't. They
Why isn't Loden
Boba Fett
Greystorm?
snuck in between. He wanted to do the pose with the blaster. Like, I got him.
Why isn't Loden like on getting shocked because it looks like Palpatine's shooting lightning right at his back? And who is
No,
all
he's
this?
like-
tapping
oh, that's what it
3PO.
is.
Huh?
He's tapping 3PO on the head. There's a ghost. There's a Force ghost.
It'd be kind of fun doing if they did like a billfold with a Where's Waldo double coverage cover. That would be kind of cool, dude.
Didn't they do those for
Oh,
the
this thing's
Wolverine? The
nuts.
Wolverine like
They got
death.
Marshawn in there.
Yeah, little Mark
crap.
Monroe, little Ray. And you're right, Kylo Ren's lightsaber is weirdly. All the lightsabers are a little bit awkward,
Well,
but
why do they have all their lightsabers out? They're all crowded up. Why they all got their lightsabers?
Is that
united?
Bassoon? Bush,
Yeah.
what's his name? What's his name?
Ochi?
Ochi
Where?
behind Kira.
Behind where's Kira?
Top left, in front of Jabba.
No, that is Darth Mormon. Darth Mormon. Remember the helmet that was in
Mormon?
the soul book? And
Hey, that's not one of the Bad Batch in front of Luke, is it? Who is that? Who's
Just
that?
said
Yeah,
that might
that's
be
what we think it's
Wrecker.
Wrecker.
Hold on. The guy right there with the two red lightsabers behind Kira. That's Darth Mormon. Mormon. M-O-M.
Come on.
Mormon, whatever.
Okay.
Which, by the way, maybe overlooked, but thinking about like he might be, he did have a bunch of acolytes in his background. Yeah, I never know about that guy. So,
Mm.
and by the way, he was Soul's creation, and what's his name? Like the guys who are in the Illuminaris are also the guys that created this dude. Just to put that bug in everybody's ear. We got a Jabba looking like a half dead, whatever, and I don't know. The
Like
more I
how they
look,
made space for the little guys, so Yoda and R2 still get featured. They
I
didn't
know.
get crowded over.
Mm.
You can still see them.
I kind of
They
liked
put
it.
Greedo
That's why I
in there.
blew it up, and now I'm kind of disliking it. The more and more we talk about it and look at it, so I don't know.
There's also
Maybe
I think
it's a
sketch cover,
wraparound.
too.
No, it's not.
Nope.
I was gonna say, maybe it's a wraparound.
It'd be nice if
There's
it
more on
was.
the back.
Simple jackhammer. You think? Don't worry, we'll get to that piece of crap cover in a minute. All right. Speaking of Vader, we got Vader. We got a little bit of Darth Crawl is going to be the
Why the hell does he get one of these?
fucking A because people will spend money on horse shit.
Not
Not
final
exactly who I
art.
was hoping
Okay.
to see. I would have dude. I thought it would have been really cool if they did a Voss in this situation or somebody else, but
Yeah.
no. Or even if you're gonna do a Darth, do like a Plagueis or a Bane. That would be kind of dope. But no, we get Killer
No.
fucking Croc.
Brawl. Yep. Killer Croc.
Yay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he gets a bunch of stuff. Preview talks about Sith mask artifact. That's him. Yeah. What do you guys think of the Han and Chewie, the last one, the 4 clean variant or whatever it's called, Klein variant?
It looks like a roided out Munchie.
And why do we get 8? Why do we get 8 lightsabers with fucking Grievous and we can't have 2 with whatever?
No, we do got 2.
Oh, that's
like
the
that?
Pride.
I like
Okay.
that last
All right.
one. I don't know. No, the Pride one, yeah. The Pride looks good.
Well, I was
with
wondering, I
colors.
was like, what's that got to do with Han and Chewbacca? But then I read it's the Pride, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
the high. It's like what
Those
those kids
usually
from
don't
High
have to. Those don't correspond to
I-
subject matter.
I think for Ahsoka though, they should have given the full saber side by side
That's what I'm
instead
saying.
of just the hilt.
Yeah. Especially because you could show the you could show the difference.
Yeah, you can show the difference like in length. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that would have been kind of cool.
That would have been.
This is going to be a book about number 4. They're bringing Black K back into getting a little bit of a fight again with Chewie, which they've done before. But hey, whatever.
Hey, he's making it big time. The pop
Looks
world.
like the same cover they always do with Black K. They just change the background.
That's true. I still like it when these guys dust the knuckers out. Okay, so that is all the FOCs. Not a lot of Vision.
I like this.
This is like down the road again. This is like why everybody like the Pikes. Everybody thought we saw.
I can't wait for this.
Next thing, couple things. So they're gonna do a Magnet style.
I do like this cover.
It's a cool cover.
You do?
I actually kind of like the cover. I'm sure I don't like anything in between the cover, front and back, but I think the cover is pretty cool.
Hey, you never know. You might fall in love.
I don't know. Yeah,
Well,
I mean, I'm
because
looking for this. I want to see it. So
No, all kidding aside, I understand.
Let's not go overboard, Dom. Let's not get crazy.
No, but it's a badass cover though.
I thought it was a cool cover. Yeah. I'm trying to read the chat too. They gave us a couple of the inside books. They're going to do like a little explanation, a little preview. That's kind of fun. You know, give the little detailed stuff up, and then the artwork's going to be like it is over there on the right page. Okay, so that's the Vision stuff.
I like it. I mean, the art looks pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. Obi, this is a later Obi 2. This is Obi 5 of 5 series. They're talking about how the journals aren't there, and then he's going to run into a stormtrooper on a dewback. Okay, all right. Well,
So now he sees a stormtrooper and pulls out his lightsaber. Okay, all right, Obi, make up your mind.
So, well, I mean, he pulled it out before, you know. I mean,
the Allen spin. This is the Obi Wan we all know.
Yeah, I mean, in the journals, he was pulling it. In the journals, I mean, if you know how to do research on how to figure out timelines, it's very clear that.
Okay, let's not get back to the timelines.
11th, but I'm just saying. So he's pulled out his lightsaber before many a times, and he always has done it. That's just. I do like the cover on the right, though. I think that's probably, in my opinion, I don't know what you guys are going to say about it. In my opinion, no, really?
Yeah, it's just meh.
That looks like.
Talking about
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I like that.
I think it's really good Obi-Wan cover, man. Look at that cover. Francis Wu, is that who that is? All right. Well, whoever it is, really like it.
And it's 2 stars.
I'm not quite sure this is going to be. Hopefully, this story is not like how the whole series is, but it's going to be the end of it. Also, too, we've got this Mandalorians coming up. We got some interesting covers. The one looks like a mock-up of the right one looks like the mock-up of the Insider, but Jedi really likes the left one with all the whispers. And
that's the A cover, right? Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the A cover. What's that?
The little rockets, the birds.
Oh, I can't wait for the first appearance of Fennec Shand.
Whistlers
yeah, I can't remember what the hell she called them. The armor.
Hey, Whistlers, isn't that it?
I think it's Whistlers.
Is it Whistlers?
Whistlers.
Yeah, Whistlers. I think it's called Whistlers.
I thought it was named after a bird for some reason.
Yeah, bird. Oh.
This is Stegman, and then Stegman's got a variant in this too. So, this was the one on the right's the Genty. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's much of anything.
Oh yeah. Well, he did did the Buffy covers.
I really did.
It kind of goes straight like.
Oh, is it called Whistling Birds, not just Whistlers? Okay.
Birds. Okay.
That's why the bird. There you go. It's a combo. Thank you.
All right. Next,
So, this one looks too Boba Fett to me. I'm
Right.
not the Steg. Is this the one we decided was the Stegman?
This is Ryan Stegman's. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So he's got
it's too Boba Fettish. Too Boba Fettish.
Oh yeah, I
Too
think
Boba
the A cover. I'll be honest. I think the A cover is the best cover out of this.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's only so
It
much
reminds
you
me
can
of
do
that
with a
Dynamic
rip-off of
Force.
Boba Fett. Come on.
Wait, is it Dynamic Forces? That one Boba Fett cover for Star Wars 1.
Over whatever. And then I guess we needed a backstory, or another backstory, or another story featuring Tonga, which is that.
We need something to help me remember who they are every time I read the comic book. I can never
Valance
remember
will make
who
a
half of
decision that
them
will
are
change
until I
everything.
finish it.
Tonga had so much potential in the first part, but then they kind of changed around how they wrote him, and now it's just he's kind of boring.
The decision Valance makes is he's going to your multi-grain bread and pissing off everybody who doesn't
Listen
want
to me.
use that for their sandwiches.
Bring Dirge, bring Cad Bane into these stories. Come on. Stop with this bullshit.
Well, it doesn't fit. Why would you do that?
No, you could. It could fit. They got the story. Just have a rotating thing of bounty hunters, man.
No, what you're saying is stop this arc and start something new that has.
No. I'm just saying, just bring him in eventually.
Dirge is floating in space, or not yet? Is he?
No, he's just floating in space. Obviously.
Okay. I mean, like, yeah. If you're saying it's time to switch the bounty hunter storyline and bring in fresh blood, I don't disagree with that. But you just also said that we're going to have and you're speaking to point. The Crimson storyline is not over. They're doing a whole nother arc.
I know
so we're getting about a whole nother fucking year of this same crew here, because at the end of it, like, you have to finish the Wills and what's the other organization?
I know, but I'm just saying. But there's so many bounty hunters out there, and so many they can add these guys in.
I think my biggest thing
that'll make it even more convoluted.
No, you don't want to. Yeah, we need to subtract.
Let's just finish the story. Just tell the story, and then give us a different story.
Let's not just.
My biggest issue with bounty hunters is kind of the same thing. The same issue I had with High Republic at the beginning. Is a lot of these, or at least to me, are new characters. So I just can't. It takes me. I have to constantly be reminded who they are, or what their deal is, because I forget from issue to issue.
This was the guy that was in the episode where they found Han on the ship. So episode.
Force Awakens.
Yeah, Force Awakens. And
No, it's not a new character as far as
the dude from the raid.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't know we needed this much information on him.
No, that's a beautiful cover right there.
I just realized that. Yeah, I know I'm in the minority here, but I don't like Gist. I think the
really.
Yeah, you like this, Pete?
I like Gist. Terrible. I'm not saying this is the cover for me, but I like it.
How about a Virgin cover?
I know when I'm not gonna like it. I know when I'm not gonna like a cover, or I know Gist art because I'm not gonna like the cover. When it comes out, I'm like, yeah. As soon as I saw this,
it doesn't need to be Virgin. The Star Wars title needs to be moved to the right.
It doesn't need to be a cover. Yeah. It all seems like he always draws like 1970s novelette like covers. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if all he needs to do is, like, in the background have Obi Wan topless holding a woman.
Hey, you know what? Look, back in the day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. But what his art is like. I don't know.
Oh, God, what's that guy's name? I can't think of his name now.
It's funny, just not for me, dude. I mean, I get that some people like it, but dude, people watch. The chat's about to start screaming at me for this.
We complain about the art, right? And back in the day, in the 70s and 80s, the art sucked. It really
this guy does this shit that just like the 70s.
But I'm just saying. But now,
go
ahead.
Pete's the king of pop trivia stuff. Who was the romance novel model that was always shirtless with the Fabio. I knew Pete would know. Yeah, we
got hit in the face.
You didn't have to finish.
No, I'm not here with Tom. I want to get in the face. What was your point? I don't know. You said that the art's bad, and I just go, yeah, this looks like 70s art. You go, yeah, and then you're like, but I love it. It's like, wait, but it's bad. Like, are you loving it because it's like funny bad, or are you loving it because it's just bad, or what? I don't understand. What was your point?
Who?
You were saying something about the art back in the 70s, 80s, and the Jedi cut off.
Back in the 70s and 80s, the artwork. No, we talked about the story. We seen the cover, like with the character on it, like the Star Wars books back in the 70s and 80s. Those covers, it made everybody look overgrown. It kind of like doing lousy covers, but we bought them, enjoyed them. Now we're so into the art now that you don't even care about the story. You want a story, but you either get a great piece of art or you get a great story. And
I don't think that's what he was saying, BK. I think he was saying
60% of the comic market is buying it just for the cover alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, like, I don't think this is good, but it's okay, whatever.
Look, and to go
It
for
would be good airbrushed on a man.
no,
This is.
I didn't.
He might not be wrong about this. He might not be wrong about this.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with some good van art.
Look,
It depends-
70s
it
and
depends
80s
on if
artwork was fantastic. With you had a lot of fantastic artists that were out there, but a lot of the work didn't match up to the work today. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it looks like a Reno High Tower original.
You need to do
Kudos
like
to anybody who knows who I'm talking about. when I
Yeah,
say
the
that.
popping
Yeah.
colors and metallic, and then the lights would have to be in neon. Chewbacca. Look, anytime Doctor or anybody from the originals are in the background, I like the cover, so I'm good with the A cover. We're gonna get more Solo and Chewbacca. I don't necessarily have a plan with that, but it's gonna be Maz falling in love with Chewie, which I guess we can.
Chewbacca
explore
looks
that.
like a vampire. He's like,
And which one? Oh, the other
Chewbacca,
one. Yeah.
the second one.
Yeah. Looks like he's just rocking out. Like his bow.
Han
Yeah,
Solo
maybe
didn't miss his chest
base.
day on that one, so yeah. I
Hey.
gotcha.
Hey,
Han Solo looks like Tarzan with a shirt on in that.
I think I don't know if he. All right. Dusty saying the cover would look nice airbrush. Yeah, you guys are right on top of each other. Good. All right. Then we get Aphra. Oh, I guess she's not a Sith. Oh, big fucking surprise.
No, she's a caddy, apparently.
Yeah. So she'll still be going. They'll still be going further into the Ascendance thing, which is cool. You know, in the Spark of Turtle, because it kind of really is now turning her into the arc. You know, it doesn't seem like it's. I would say the biggest fault after Aphra left, like the Darth Vader being under Darth Vader's thumb, was they just had her doing all these like fake heists for fake, artifacts for like a year and a half. All the Aphra stuff, it was all fake, right? Like, oh, cool, we're gonna get this. Okay, like he brought up Dirge, the perfect example. Like, it was just it's irrelevant what she was doing for like a whole year, and now she actually kind of is getting her archaeologist mission or whatever. So maybe we can finally compare her to Indiana Jones.
Is
I
that
guess.
Dirge's arm by her feet? What is that?
I don't know.
No, I think
She
it's
got
that loader
Vader's
droid
robot.
that was just
She's
in
got Vader's
Kenobi.
robot in the background too. I don't know, but it's cool. I'm glad they're going this route. I guess I've enjoyed Aphra over this arc so far, and it seems like they're continuing that. And maybe it's good because I don't think there's a lot of people who actually read Aphra when you're hearing them chant for them, and I think now this is probably, if you read the Vader stuff, that's like her best stuff, right? Like the early stuff. And then it really, it fell the fuck off a cliff. Let's not lie about it. Anybody who reads
Aphra fell off whenever they made 000 like some sort of criminal godfather, and he was using Aphra to do stuff. To me, that's where Aphra kind of went downhill.
Yeah,
That whole
yeah,
thing
and
was kinda dumb.
it continued to fall. Like it just was in free fall for the longest time, and it's starting to pick back up. Would you say it's starting to pick back up, Jedi? I would be interested if you're like,
yeah, I think it's getting. Yeah, I agree with her. Kind of in that archaeology kind of world, hunting, finding things interesting. I think that's more her niche. That's more what we expect from Aphra, instead of being kind of used as like some sort of like, I don't know, bounty hunter, thief.
It just seemed like,
whatever. I don't
you're
know.
right. Yeah, the thief. But even with that, it just seemed like they were doing every single book. Oh, I'm gonna find this. It was like they just wanted to name drop her book, and it was like, oh, each little mini arc was 2 pages. 1, she's gonna be on a mission to go find something. 2, she's gonna find it, and it's gonna be fake. Like, how many fucking times did they do that? It was like for almost 2 years.
Look, Dr. Aphra, there's so much potential with Dr. Aphra.
I want one of them to figure out what I'm talking about. Until JJ gets here, maybe he'll know what I was saying.
Go ahead.
The Dr. Aphra stuff, like I said, the Vader stuff was the best Dr. Aphra stuff, and then it did go down. And they can still find that. Look, it's just they're still trying to find a place for her, if you really think about it.
Not Police Academy High Tower.
Go
Her
ahead.
books are kind of weird compared to the other Star Wars books, if you really think about it.
But I think Leftovers, right? Yeah, that part, the character and the droids part was good, and hopefully it comes back. So, all right.
Well, the droids were good when they were kind of her sidekicks, but like I said, as soon as they made the droids kind of like her overlords, or they were pulling her strings to get her, I didn't like that. I thought
that Black K Annual was really good too. Like her interactions with Black K was good. Her Vader stuff was good. Yeah, hopefully this continues to be good. Next up, And this is what this is the worst. I love. You guys know whenever there's a Raza cover, I'm very high on it. When they start doing the ones.
Yo, Vader needs to lay off the muffins on this one.
Yeah, this shit is
getting a little chunky.
First off, what's her name? Dude, your girl Sabine turned like 80 in this. Like
Sabe.
Grandma Sabe. Whatever. Sabe's like grandma up in this. Like, this is the worst. I hope he cleans.
There you go. Vader could. Here, how long Ochi will finally make his move? Come on.
On what?
Well, you're criticizing the art. Tom's reading the synopsis. Going, Ochi. Give me Ochi.
Yeah. So the Sabe, I don't know, Jedi. You're the Sabe lover. Is that how you see Sabe in life?
That doesn't show her in a good light. She doesn't look good in red light like that, I guess. So
I mean, we all make mistakes, but hopefully,
I blame the artist more than Sabe.
Oh, but it's a Raz. And like Raza is like usually. I enjoy Raza's stuff. So like,
you know what? He was going for something, and I think he maybe missed the ball.
I think he missed the mark on it too. Yeah. Like, the more I stare at it, it's kind of like one of those pictures where you see like the sail. You're trying to stare to make it look better, and if you can kind of tone out Vader, and then do that, but shit, dude, no.
What about a virgin cover? If you take away the header,
that has nothing to do with it.
No?
That fixes everything, doesn't it, Dom?
Yeah, it does.
It does. I don't think
virgin cover, turn everything. That's pretty good.
Look, and by the way, I'm not gonna. I want it for the record straight for the chat. The artwork from the 80s, 70s, and 80s.
Oh, don't.
Listen, I was a kid. I did not care about artwork back in those days. I cared about comic books, Transformers, all those things, Star Wars. That's all I wanted. I didn't care about the artwork. When you get older,
we know what you're saying. BK, don't let. No, he's gonna keep trolling you now. Don't. No, if you feed, don't feed him. You'll keep going.
Don't feed the animals.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, the chat's going down a whole different route.
Yeah, they're doing Porky's right now on the tier list. I like some Porky's. Porky's is S tier for sure.
It is S tier
for sure. All right, so let's look down the road. We'll see those covers again when they come up on the FOC. That's why, I can't remember who it was, and I'm sorry for whoever it was, but he's like, that Raza is, I think he's at 26. It's 27. He got it wrong. But
is it 27?
Yeah, I mean, I was sorry for going we'll talk about it, but wow, it was not a. I don't know. I just don't think. I think maybe we had talked about it a bunch behind the scenes, and I was like, I was so disappointed. Instead, we had a Darth Lopez, and never gonna find that guy's name again because it's buried in chats of talking about Porky's and
what Reno Hightower. And you guys still didn't get it.
It's still you doing Reno Hightower.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna wait a little bit longer to the Obi Wan.
Google it. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh
Google
shit!
You want to do some pickups?
No, I don't want to do. Yeah,
go ahead. Bakersfield.
Go ahead.
4 touchdowns.
Wait, what?
Anyway.
Al Bundy?
It's similar.
Are you talking about Uncle Reno?
Not Uncle Rico. No. Not Uncle Rico. Reno Hightower. Did someone who ever talk about van art? There's only one person I can think of in any film, TV show, whatever, who did van art, and that was Reno Hightower. That wasn't the main part of the movie. That was just a bit.
I thought Uncle Rico had van art on his art, didn't he?
No, there was no art on Uncle Rico's van.
Tom, did you pull something out so we can get past Reno?
No, I didn't.
We're doing the toys now. I gotta put it out. I thought we were doing your other thing first.
No, he said, "Can you show a pickup?" I said, "Fine."
Well, I'm saying if you want to waste some time for JJ.
No, I don't want to waste time.
We're talking about Reno Hightower.
Don't worry about it. We'll
just either go to toys or put something.
Let's go to toys.
It was best of times, by the way, with Robin Williams.
This is the worst of times right now. Would you please just go to toys? Jesus.
Reno Hightower.
Oh my God!
Again, that's what we needed. JJ wouldn't know what I was talking about.
Literally, nobody cares, Pete. You're like the Dane Cook of Star Wars. You keep repeating the same bullshit, laughing at it. Nobody cares. Just move along.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, you run the toys then.
What?
Exactly.
What am I gonna do?
You got to give me a minute to bring things up. Sometimes I need to fill for time because I got half a dozen decks open on my computer. Yeah, I need to fill while
0 decks so far. Yeah, thank you, Ed. Like Dane Cook. Yeah.
So don't call me Dane Cook again. That has nothing to do with the other thing.
Dane Cook. Come on. Okay, so here we got some Lego new Lego stuff that's coming out, which is awesome because we all like Lego, and we all love Star Wars Lego. So this is dropping. I don't know when. I think this is dropping towards the fall, I believe, or the new year, by the end of the year. But I definitely think this is pretty cool.
He does.
God knows how much it's going to cost.
Tavarko, yes. The answer is yes. The answer is yes, he does. That's the answer. Go ahead.
I think this is pretty cool.
It is.
No.
This is a redone, right? They had this already before. Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool, The AT-T Walker. All right, cool. Now this is definitely
so he doesn't get the house anymore. He gets it. Wait, what was this?
The Justifier. This is the Cad Bane's ship.
One? Yeah.
The new one, yeah.
Instead of whatever he had.
I like Xanadu's blood better.
Yeah, Xanadu's blood was way better.
It was much better. But yeah, the Justifier, I think this is a pretty cool. If you want a Cad Bane Lego, that's where to get it. And Omega, I think the first Omega, yeah,
because that's what we all needed.
Yep, the first Omega piece.
I need my Omega Lego.
Don't ask me the prices on these things. I think this is like $89.
It's gonna be too much, is what they're going to be.
Too much. Yeah, got Lego pockets, which
JJ was in the background and then fell off. All right, next. Oh, Cad Bane, but the Cad Bane figure is always cool. So
that's cool to have the Cad Bane figure.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. I mean, here you can get another shot of the back of the box.
Yeah, back of the box.
What is this? $89.99. I'm not buying it for that shit.
No, this is not. It's too small. Like you're gonna get it.
Yeah, look at what it looks like.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you also get a Fennec Shan figure, which is pretty cool. But we have Fennec Shan figure that's coming with the Boba Fett in the Jabba's Palace.
Oh yeah. That thing's like $100 too.
Wave.
Yeah,
wave, JJ, wave.
I had it in my hand just today. I was thinking about it. But you can go to the next one.
Okay.
Next one. All right, now this is going to be a special statue. I believe it 1/6. I think 112. Let me see. Let me find that over there. I apologize for not having the.
Well, 1/6 would be about a foot. 1/12 would be about what, 6 inches, right?
Yeah, I think it's one. Yeah, I think 1/6. This is definitely a 1/6 statue. That's coming out. And it's special. I think it's by Diamond Select. Yeah, Diamond Select is Diamond Comics celebrates 40. So it's a 40-year anniversary Diamond Comics. They're coming out with the statue itself, Han in Stormtrooper. Which is pretty cool. JJ, what's up?
So I wonder if the helmet actually fits his head, or is it just sit there loose, all dangly?
It's probably like a full-on extra head.
Yeah, I think it's an extra head.
Oh, it's a completely different head?
Yeah, because the statue
would be my guess.
Yeah. Pretty cool. It is a 112. It's definitely a foot. 12.
I mean, the helmet would be cooler, but it's probably just
yeah. They usually come with like two heads, like the helmet head and the other head, just interchangeable heads, sculpts.
While I move to the next slide for you to keep going, JJ, do you know who Reno Hightower was?
Reno Hightower from
you can think on it for a minute. No, not that Hightower. That's what everybody else said too. Van Art, Reno Hightower.
Okay, so for Obi Wan Wednesdays, we got 2 more drops. We got TJ? That JC?
One Jack.
That really pisses me off.
Well, we always thought it was
yeah, it should have been. Why are they not making that Forlorn?
They could have made it Forlorn. And you got a Purge Trooper, which these will be dropped at Walmart's convention. They have like a Walmart con that they're dropping next month. And it's going to be part of the con that Walmart has. Walmart going to be dropping for pre-orders.
Yeah, for pre-orders, so you can still get it next year.
Probably.
Can I cosplay at the Walmart con? Can I just go waltzing in there in my?
Yeah, you could.
I don't think anybody would notice.
Probably not.
You can go to the next one. Good, Pete.
Okay, moving on.
All right, so we have a Vader that it's up for pre-order now. That's the Vader with interchangeable hands, which is pretty cool. And it's Dark Times Vader.
Mm.
If you're into the vintage
Dark
line,
Times.
that's pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm thinking about debating on it. I might pull the trigger, maybe,
On which one?
on the Vader.
Oh, okay.
And then, of
would
course, it
expect
came out
more.
with was it Talia, right? Talia?
Tala?
Tala.
Tala. It came out. I don't know when her figure's dropping, but that's just the picture they had. No, didn't have any like box art or anything like that.
Hmm.
Sure,
Well, we can
dropping.
kind of guess.
You know, nothing against that character or nothing against the actress. She's doing a wonderful job. I mean, who buys an action figure of that character? I mean,
She died. Hey, oops.
This guy above me.
Who, me?
come on, Dom. Come on. Be honest. Even you, Dom, are not
It's
buying
always
this, right?
good- You know, especially it's always good to have Imperial officers that are women because there's no women Imperial officer characters that they make.
Who are you trying to impress?
And listen, I'm trying to impress my collection. My problem, I have it.
By showing that you have a female superior officer in your
But it's pretty
collection.
cool that she
Yeah.
wants to be known as Sir, which is good. That's all right. I
The
definitely
commanding officer, too,
Commanding
by the
officer.
way, is what she
I know,
said,
but
not
it's a pretty
superior
cool
officer.
character.
That's
I like the
wrong.
way they made it. It looks
Yeah.
a little bit like
All right, whatever.
Okay, so Gentle Giant is coming out with Ralph McQuarrie's. I think these are the Rebel.
This
I was
is
gonna
Rebels,
say, yeah,
yeah,
this
I
looks
can-
more like
Yeah.
Rebels.
This is
Rebels,
Rebels.
so
This is in
this
the
is One Piece.
world between planets or planet between whatever.
World Between Worlds.
The
So-
Ahsoka Tano scene, yeah.
You have
the,
this one.
the Vader cough statue.
Yes, you have this one, and then the one on the right hand side. That's actually a special web variant that you could buy. It's different. It's sort of two separate pieces.
I'll buy it for you, Dusty. I got you.
In case you want to get your hernia checked by Vader. There
Exactly.
you go. This is your chance.
I'm really not buying that for you. I'm just joking. Don't hold me to that.
Yeah, so these are pretty cool. These are dropping. These are about $1.20 each. These are the mini bust that Gentle Giant loves to put out.
Yeah, maybe I can get Mike
I'm
Morello to
excited.
do a unboxing for us.
There you go. All
Yeah, I can see Mike with this. Yeah.
right, go to
I'm
the
sure
next
he'll
one.
buy it.
Yeah, definitely.
He's going to have his Ahsoka Tano bus like striking him in the face with her lightsaber.
You go to the next one, Pete.
Already.
So, and back with Gentle Giant. So they have a regular Vader
What the hell?
for the Obi-Wan now, the Obi-Wan Vader.
The hell's on
Is it
that?
blue?
And then the jumbo figure of the Ralph McQuarrie style bug eye Vader.
It's Forlom Vader.
I'm about to say, I don't
What
remember
is the Ralph
Ralph
what
McQuarrie
is the
drawing
Ralph
on that.
McQuarrie Vader?
Yeah, it is. That's the Ralph McQuarrie Vader. That's the artwork, the original artwork. It makes him look, yeah.
Is this like the comic book version, or is this
No,
just like
this is the
concept
artwork.
art?
This is the concept art. What
I
it
don't-
look like.
Ah,
I don't remember Ralph
They got the
McQuarrie drawing like a caulking gun in his hand.
to
This
be
was
honest,
the-
I'm getting a little
that's his
tired of this
lightsaber.
concept art stuff.
Well, the concept
And
art
that seems to be
part
like
over there.
everybody's doing that now.
He has the big bug eye, but that's the original Vader. Concept of Vader, what it looked like.
Cool.
And they're up for pre-order right now.
Though?
What?
Do we really need like the unused
No.
designs? Because there's a reason why they redesigned it.
There's
I'm not
big
sure
Vader
that's how it
collectors
works.
out there. They'll take anything Vader.
No, I think there's
The only
people wasting
concept
money
art
on
we
figures,
need
right
is
on that.
Max Rebo, because apparently that's the one that,
Yes, definitely one day.
that Marco likes.
Jedi just wants to pick that scab.
All right, so the last of the Gentle Giant. So this is a fan ballot pickup that they have a fan at the end of the year. Was it July 1st ends the premiere? You have like a premiere membership that you have to renew it. So this is like the fan vote on what the next mini bust is going to be. So
Vote none of the above.
I'm about to say.
I'm not putting
Neither
out
options.
$100
They
for
have
a
a,
Mon Mothma fucking mini
and they have
bus.
the Imperial Trooper.
A random Imperial Trooper
or a
with
rando.
shades.
Would you-
Rando
okay,
trooper.
seriously, if you're buying this shit, you have problems, right? Like you legit have problems.
Thank you. That's what I've been saying for the last 5
Not really. You know, people collect statues, man.
Well, like
No.
with
people don't
Andor,
do
they're
that.
probably going to make a Mon
No.
Mothma bust anyways.
They
Not
probably
you,
will.
Dom. I'm saying not you, Dom. I'm saying like they're literally just rolling out like bullshit and saying, well, somebody will buy this bullshit.
What else could we make?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, there's
No.
people like Home Shopping Network just rolls out shit every day so that people can buy shit, and you'll see these people's houses.
Yeah.
Except
It's not
they never open none of the shit, like still in the shipping boxes from it. And that's what like there is a problem in America with consumerism where like people they just feel like, oh, I'm gonna buy some shit, and that's what,
Yeah.
that's what
No,
this
you're
is.
right.
There are people in the chat who are like me and probably watch every IG video that you drop. I have never seen you open up any of this crap.
I have
It is.
no. Well, I have Boba Fett. The Boba
Well, that's
Fett.
Boba Fett.
That guy.
Boba Fett
Yeah, yeah.
Boba Fett
No,
is not
Dom,
this.
you do understand
I
this.
know.
There's not a Mon Mothma super fan out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Probably is.
No, Dom, we're not.
Listen,
Dom,
don't say
we're not
that.
saying in general all of this is shit. We're saying this.
Don't say
right
that. If there's
here,
one,
this
They're not
right
making it
here
for them.
is shit.
Okay, look. Out of the 4, look, the next 2 I show you. Out of the 4, which one would you like to see?
Oh my god, I've been so calm.
Not
all
these
this.
4 of them.
None of
I
this
can't
shit.
wait to see the next
All the
2. Show me the
garbage.
next 2.
It's fucking
well,
garbage.
I'll give you.
Stop doing
If you
this.
tell me the next,
It's
I haven't
ours.
looked.
You need to stop putting up for this horse shit.
Yeah, I haven't
It's
looked. The next 2
garbage.
is going to be Watto and Boss Nass.
Oh god damn. Go.
I want my Boss Nass bust
Boss
because I
Nass.
just can't get through without it.
That sounds
Oh, get
good.
the fuck
Don't want
out of
those
here.
either.
No. Seriously. It got worse.
Toothpaste. You don't want toothpaste? Come on.
No. Nobody wants fucking proof. Go next.
All right.
Oh,
So well, those are the 4 that are fan choiced. And one of them is going to win. We don't know. I'll find out next
Well,
time.
that's because
No,
that's the only
There's no
option.
winning. There's no.
Unfortunately, there has to be a winner.
There will be
I
a
don't-
winner. Which
I don't know
will
that
be-
there is. I don't know
If I
if there's
know
any
that-
winners.
No, we got.
If I
Let's
know
move
Gentle
along.
Giant,
We gotta get
they're
to
gonna make
review
them all.
Obi-Wan. This is what is this? This is
Yep, moving on. All right.
All right. So the mission fleet, they have the snow speeder. Mission fleet. That's the airspeeder that's coming out. The T-47 airspeeder for Obi-Wan. For Obi-Wan. So they showed an Obi-Wan, and there you go. You have the mission fleet.
Poor Sam's feeling tortured at
Who's
this point.
this?
What?
That's not one of the people who flew, is it? That's not the lady, is it?
No,
What's her name?
that could be
Sully?
the guy who got killed.
His name wasn't Sully. He was like Waldo or something.
one guy that showed up for 2 seconds that nobody gives to. That's what I'm
But it's
saying.
not even him, I don't think.
Come
Well,
on,
you know what?
guys,
It's just a toy. They just put it out there.
Come on. They're hitting us with bullshit now. They literally are.
Come on, some kid really want that. All right.
No.
Some kid.
There's no way somebody wanted the dude that showed up for 10 seconds. Yeah, you know who wanted it? His kid. His kid wants that fucking figure.
Well, the
That's
problem
it.
is they would have had to make this
Maybe.
figure before
Alright.
any of us saw
Yeah.
the episode.
Yeah, Wayne's fucking. He had more screen time talking about him than he was actually on the fucking screen.
Yeah, wait, there you go.
All right. So Hot Toys with the Cos babies. They have an Obi-Wan and a Darth Vader coming out, which pretty cool. You know, they also bobble, so they're kind of like bobbleheads.
I don't
No,
get these
they-
things. Like they're pops, right?
They're pops, but
Yeah,
they're a little more
they
animated.
certainly appear to be pops.
They give them more eye detail and more like blue eyes and stuff like that.
Yeah, they
That's
didn't
pretty
even.
cool.
miss
I guess they
the
do have a face, unlike most pops. So there's
Yeah,
that.
Marv.
and they have a mouth.
Okay, so
You know,
fucking- Marv gets comment of the fucking night. They didn't even miss the fucking guy, and that's who we're okay.
Ice T did for about 5 seconds.
no
Or not Ice T, Ice Cube's son.
Cube Junior.
God, what?
All right, go to the next
All
slide.
right, next up. These look cool, I guess. I don't fucking know.
So Hot Toys teases Cad Bane for Hot Toys. I cannot wait till they drop this. Definitely, finally, we're gonna get a Cad Bane Hot Toy.
Yeah, I'm still not spending $300 or whatever this thing will cost because it's just too much.
It's probably
They're cool. I'm not saying it's not cool, but
I
they're
know
just too
they're a lot of money. They are,
At
but
least the figure people fucking want instead of Wade.
I know
It wasn't even
Oh,
Wade.
wait.
That was Sully Stark.
It was. But hopefully, I think maybe Monday or Tuesday, they're going to probably show the full picture, the actual pictures of what it looks like. But it's a tease.
He's
The
growling.
mod kids.
If you can see it, I don't know if it's too dark, but you got the teeth.
Yeah.
And Thundercat. or
Oh,
whatever
that's his
name was.
front. I thought that was his back. That's the front of it.
Nope, it's the front.
Oh.
It's the front.
Oh.
He's leading them. Pretty cool.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go to the Funko part now. So This has something to do with Star
We're
Wars.
just
but-
now getting the fucking word.
No, Funko buys Mondo Toys, the high-end pop culture collectibles vendor. So they make the posters, movie posters, and they make the 1/12 scale figures and all stuff like that. They're a really high-end company, and Funko bought them.
The records, those
Records and stuff like that. So
I did not know that Alamo Drafthouse owned it.
Yeah.
So this is big news for Funko.
I'll probably go way downhill.
They can definitely. Hey, you know what? They owe this. They got this toy company now, so they can make a lot of other things now.
Hey, Big Bad Toy Store never gave me my Bounty Hunters pack or box for Tops. So
Hey, there you go.
Calling them out.
I can't have Big Bag Toys. Something like that. Okay, you go to the next slide. All right, so there we go. We have Roku. So the Obi Wan Wednesdays, they dropped 2 pops. You have Roken, and go to the next slide.
The problem with the pops, though, is you really don't know if they wouldn't put the name there. I would have thought that this was Lawrence Fishburne and Boys in the Hood.
I know. And they have a new Vader.
Bad actors.
It's a GameStop exclusive, so GameStop is going to get another Vader.
So I didn't notice until watching it the second time that Rock-In had a crossbow in that.
Bowcaster.
Yeah.
Bowcaster, yeah.
Bowcaster,
So,
sorry.
These are up for pre-order right now. You can actually get them. I go next slide. So Christmas time is coming around. Yeah, I don't have Indiana Jones there, but
Christmas time's coming around. Yep, it happens once a fucking year.
yes, it does. It's coming around.
Christmas in July, baby.
Only
that's
6
it.
months away.
And Walmart has their exclusive ornaments. They have a Boba Fett and Indiana Jones, but he was just there in the picture, but they have a Boba Fett coming out, which is pretty cool.
Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones.
You know, this is the one thing
So-
I'll give.
Shades of Golden.
Do you guys know, like Hallmark for years for the Star Wars one has had those linking Star Wars ones that play them? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those are cool. So like, I'll give it up. I know why Dom's got this here because it's got Boba in it, so that's kind of cool. But it'd be cool if they did
That was
all
my question for Dom, actually.
on mine. That'd be fun.
What happened?
Go ahead, Jay.
Well, my question, Dom, because I know you're going to get this, is when you hang it on your tree, are you going to leave it in the box? Hang the whole box on your tree?
No, I'm actually going
Is
to
that
take it
how
out
you
of the
do
box.
Yeah, you can put it right back in.
No, you can leave it in the
No.
box. You just put the hook on the
Oh,
box.
you got the hook.
Are these
Take it out of the box.
bobbleheads?
Hang the whole
I'm gonna
box up there.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that
so,
ruin the spring if you're hanging it by the head? If it's a bobblehead?
no, well,
You
It's
prop
just-
it so his legs are standing on another branch.
Depends on how strong the glue
Oh,
is.
it's
My
fucking
Dengar head
bobblehead?
popped off.
Wait, time out. It's a bobblehead?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Most Star Wars pops are bobblehead.
A bobblehead.
I don't know if it is.
but
or not.
it's more ceramic than anything else. I don't think it's a
All right,
bobblehead.
well, when you
I
get
have-
it, maybe if you're
I
gonna take
have
it out,
one
maybe
somewhere.
we'll
I have
show
one
it
in the
off.
closet. The other one, but
No, I think they're still like pretty plasticky because I think I had a Guardians of the Gal. I think I had a Groot and Rocket pop bobblehead set that came.
You're gonna question Dom on pops.
I'm just telling you, I'm pretty sure I have one of these
Listen,
bobbleheads from Pop.
I can't wait for that. It's pretty cool.
And I think they're
They
just
already-
like plastic. Like
and of course Walmart. You can't stand Walmart, but it's their exclusive. You'll find a bunch of these.
I can't wait to see the
I can't
video of
wait
Dom
to see how
cussing
that
out Walmart.
All right, so GameStop with their Sith pieces. Finally, the first
Well, let me guess. One of them
Savage
starts.
Press. Savage Press pop is finally coming out. Pretty cool. It's
yeah, I'm really missing the chat. They're talking about Crocodile Dundee,
hey, they do everything. Yeah, they try to figure out what you
Helen Slater. What are we talking? I'll have to get back to it.
Yeah.
Fair. Anyway,
You started this with the fucking car ride thing. All right, go ahead. Next up,
what car ride thing?
or the boss art, whatever.
Oh, so we're moving on from Savage. I guess.
So the next two are what? Darth Vader and somebody else.
All right, so we're gonna get into the fun part now with the San Diego Con exclusives. So Funkoville, San Diego Con exclusive limited edition. They have 3 pops that drop. They're gonna be dropping at the con this year. You have a Purge Trooper.
Okay. Next.
You got Black K. There you go. He made it big time. He's a Funko Pop. There you go.
Oh, he's
I think he was
flopped.
already big
Oh
time.
my God.
Where's his scar?
Oh.
Where is his scar?
Well, these are just pictures, but this is flocked and
Yeah, but no scar. Not
I
true
don't
to
know.
canon.
Free scar. Black K.
and
This is
you
pre
got
Obi-Wan.
Cassier Endo, who
Black
looks like Jesus.
Yeah, you're right. I want to know. Dom, what you need to do from now on is don't put the name next to him and then ask us if we know who the fuck
After we can guess who it
That
is.
would be cool. That would be really super cool.
I can do that. I'll edit it that way. We'll
I
do a
will.
reveal.
You have Endor, so it's the one Endor pop that's coming out. They actually
This is
showed this.
Keanu Reeves from
Oh, John Wick.
Not
John
John
Wick.
Wick.
Yeah,
Also,
thank
it
you.
looks
Forgot
like
his name.
Henry Cavill, Superman.
It
When he had
does
the beard
too, yeah.
in Superman, remember? And what else is? That's it.
That's it. That's the last one.
That's it. There you go. It was a lot of toys.
Yeah. All right. All right. JJ, did you submit us a Obi? Thank you for that, Dom. JJ, did you
did.
submit us an Obi trailer thing or some shit? Did you?
Trailer.
Oh, is that what I'm doing next?
Whatever we're supposed to be doing.
Slides.
Review?
Yeah, that. Mhm.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Do you want me to just pull it up? Why didn't you just add it to the thing and then I could have pulled it up? Whatever. Anyways, go ahead.
What's that?
If you put in the shared file, I could have pulled it up so you could take a peek.
I know, but then you don't get the handy dandy wipes.
Ooh.
Oh,
Production quality, baby.
I decided to go with the George Lucas wipe.
this is what I'm gonna say. Like, this episode is what I wanted out of the entire fucking series. Like,
Really?
yeah, 100%. Like, I thought this is super fucking cool. I
Can
like
tell you,
the training part. I like it. All of it fit. The only the one part that is kind of fucked is the stupid ass Bell Organa thing. But besides that, like, it was that, and there's a part in the fighting scene between Reva and Vader where she for some reason is just scooching on the ground, playing like "You Can't See Me,"
Oh yeah.
which I was like,
It's
yeah,
not
the first time it really stuck out. The second time I knew it was coming, so I was like, still kind of. But once again, I mean, it's still the same problem.
Don't
They
jump to
have.
that part. Go
ahead. Sorry.
We're at the beginning.
Yeah,
But I
so-
thought this was good. I like this. This was cool. This is what a lot of Obi storyline has been about before. You know what I mean? And that relationship between him and Anakin.
Yeah, I agree. I think JJ said it on Wednesdays. Like, this is how they should have done the flashbacks. Just like
Yeah.
I don't think
I
they
agree.
fake Luked him well enough, but I thought it was good.
They
see, we
what?
should have made this one of the.
I don't think they fake Luked Anakin very well.
you
They
can't
couldn't
do it
because
in an action sequence that well.
yeah, I mean, I forgive them. I mean, it's a forgivable thing, but because
I
I
thought
know
it was-
it's hard to do.
If
but-
you were trying to check out the crow's feet on Anakin instead of how the sword play was working, and
Yeah, I mean,
no, like I said, I enjoyed it. I just think it was just noticeable. I noticed it that
yeah, it was.
he
It was
actually-
Yeah, he was
noticeable.
he's still a
noticeably old.
Padawan.
Yeah.
He's still a Padawan here, but he looks a lot older than whenever he was a knight already.
So,
about to be mad.
Time frame wise, for people wondering, this would be like pre or very beginning of Attack of the Clones.
yeah,
Before the Clone
Time-wise.
Wars began, right?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
totally forgive him. I understand, and I'm not holding it against him. I'm just saying it was noticeable.
I actually
no.
thought it was beautifully shot. Everything was
It was
Even-
cool.
they spent time, or maybe it's the actors. I mean, because like the lines were delivered well.
Well,
It was-
I think too with the effects thing, I think they're trying to do, and I respect it to a degree. I think they're doing more practical effects in this series than they are CGI effects.
They didn't de-age him, Marv. No.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is honestly, this is what if this episode, and by the way, it's 40 minutes. So if they only did a 2-hour movie and this was half the fucking movie, and they expanded, it gave us a little bit from the beginning over there, and they give us a little bit more of the Inquisitors and not the shitty Inquisitors they start in the first two, but the later on Inquisitors.
Yes, Royal, it is the same spot.
I would be happy as shit with this thing. Like, because this was really fucking good. It was cool. It made sense. It fit timelines. Yeah, crow feet, get it. Whatever. That's, I think, a little nitpicky, but yeah, dude, great. And then this too, yeah, Vader coming in like we don't,
The Devastator.
yeah.
Mhm.
I thought it was cool. Obviously,
This part was a little weird.
you
Just
thought?
because, well, I so she comes in there, and I knew exactly what was going to happen, which was they're going to make her the Grand Inquisitor for this successful finding of Obi Wan. But I don't know. To me, this episode was too predictable.
A little bit.
Almost everything in it, but
Yeah.
Well, I
it was so
guess.
fun.
I guess, but like the Grand Inquisitor portion of it is the promise coming through, which is like part of that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if she finds them, once again, I mean, not to go back to old stories and rehash stuff, but there was certain stuff that they did that they didn't need to do in the first two that they just threw in there. And if you took it out, I think this plays a little bit better too. This,
So we get back on the mud ball that is Jabim.
You wanted your beam.
okay, so yeah, what's this guy's name again? JJ
Cornhorn.
Cornhorn.
The kid?
That's what it is. I knew he had a corny ass name. Well, obviously he's not a Jedi now, but his name's Cornhorn. Yeah.
So this is interesting. It's the same kid from the second episode that Haja rescues with his mother. That's his mother there. And Leia obviously recognizes him. So they meet up. But Cornhorn's super interesting that he's a. I don't know. Did you guys already talk about this and I missed it?
No. I forgot his name.
You couldn't remember his name.
Yeah,
So Cornhorn's a pretty actually lengthy background for a Legends character.
Yeah.
He was in Rogue Squadron books. He was in Heir to the Empire. He was in I don't know any freaking novel / comic from Legends for the most part, a lot of them. And is actually I'll get to a little bit later in the review, but he's actually the grandson of a Jedi and the son of a possibly Force sensitive father, and
it's not going to be that in this, right? They were just
we don't know that. It's hard to say. There's a setup where they are separated at one point, the father and the son, and they reunite at one point.
Well, so I was saying earlier because they did we translated the Arabic on the wall, and I was like, it's cool if they just do it like that, where even with Cornhorn, like you just do a nod, like, hey, here's the nod legacy. We gave some just normie kid the name.
Well, so his father's name was Hal Horn, but I was going to go over when we get to the hall, but his actual name, his birth name, which is Valen Halcyon, I think it was that's on the wall. That name's on the wall.
It's because they're trying to get you to buy tickets to the hotel.
Yep.
Yeah, which is what I'm once again, what I'm saying is like, I don't mind as long as, I mean, I think it's pretty cool as long as it's just not, and I don't think we need to develop it any further than that.
No, what you're going to say was Cornhorn makes you think of Bugles, the old snack. Remember those?
Yeah. I love Bugles. You used to put them on your fingers and
you put on your fingers.
Wookie. As much as there is a history of it, calling him a major Legend character is a little bit.
Well, I don't know if you'd say major character, but he's in a lot of Legends material. I don't know if you'd say major character.
He's not a major. No, he said it's a major character. Legend.
There was stories based around his point of view.
That was the Bugles.
Bugles are delicious. All right.
They just hurt sometimes. You bite them the wrong way.
We got the guy back from Silicon Valley.
Haja returns. There's the wall. I couldn't take a very good shot of it, but
we
lightened it up a little bit, but we had it also in the news real quick.
Yeah. All right.
Did you guys go over all the names?
We just went through some of the names that.
Yeah, there's 12 Legends characters listed on there. And,
half their names and shit like that. I will say that O'Shea Jackson's not good. Once again, he needs some help acting, but the whole ladder thing was a
collection of vibrators here.
Yeah.
The lightsabers.
I'm sorry, lightsabers.
So do you think what was the point of this?
I think it was just to show that all the Jedi had come through there, and this is probably where they left their lightsabers.
Do you think they left them, or you think they died, and they're collecting dead ones?
I think they left them.
I think they might have left them because they're trying to escape. They're trying to.
Yeah, because they did what Obi Wan suggested, minus burying it in the desert. They just left it behind.
Well,
I don't know, which is kind of un-Jedi like, but not really. I mean, there were some Jedi that went into hiding.
But they left to have a new life, so they left behind their weapon.
Like Eth Koth did that.
Yeah.
Why did he keep her around? Because he's using her to. Wait, I can probably hit this up. What's BK doing here?
I don't know. He wants us to answer questions.
Okay.
Anyway, I thought we were going to get another name drop here when he picked up the lightsaber.
Me too.
Like, I thought he recognized it as someone's lightsaber, but never really panned out.
I'm like, Calamundi.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do. But
maybe General Grievous took a dump in there. What?
That's where he recognized the lightsaber from.
Yeah. Why would you be hauling around all the robes? Like, I get it, even if you want to haul around the lightsaber. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Next up.
For the Jedi Museum one day.
And where did they get a 50-foot ladder? That was a little bit off there, too, with the writing of it. Once again, I don't blame the acting and everything else on it, but
it's an access panel. Surely there'd be a ladder to it. Are you talking about this part?
Where they're like, she's just like, you need to give me a ladder now. I just thought it was corny back and forth. I don't know.
This was also just a weird little.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Looked like I was watching the Matrix Revolutions.
It looked like batteries.
Lola turned evil. Yeah.
I thought they were going to replace. They were going to do a whole new stairway, like a.
Yeah. Plus,
Oh.
did you see all the wires and shit? The only instructions they gave a 10-year-old was it's the red one.
Like,
Set up all these wires.
Well, it was just one switch.
She's
You
a
know what
bright
it reminded
10-year-old.
me of, and I don't know if it was intentional, but there was a scene in The Mandalorian where he's trying to get Grogu to repair the ship.
Yeah. The red
It's
one
like-
gets electrocuted.
It's like, put it the red one, the red wire. Don't touch it.
Oh. I just O'Shell Jackson Jr. like just like he's dumpy. O'Shea, like, would you really follow somebody who's so dumpy? Like he's just like, ooh, like all the time. It's
What
like
does that have to do with anything?
well, because it's part of the scene where he's like, well, what do you want me to go fix it in a tunnel? It's like, oh shit, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, like Vader's coming in, act like something's happening.
Well, he did say he didn't want Leia to go fix the thing. He goes, no, I trust her. Send her up there.
Yeah.
He,
I watched it. I saw that part. What I'm just saying is like, yeah, they could.
I think that's more what it was designed for. Was more Obi-Wan showing his trust in her ability to do something.
Yeah, he has zero charisma. Thank you, Marv. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. I appreciate
We
it.
get another flashback. Again, unlike Book of Boba Fett, this is how you film flashbacks, like 30 seconds at a time.
Yeah, and I thought this wasn't.
no, they got it right this time. No,
Like, because you knew he was going to do it. You knew he was going to out. You know, like he's not a better duelist, obviously, but of course it's set up for what was going to happen later. I
just realized they captured a horrible picture.
I know.
I know.
It's like,
I can't stop looking at the look on his face.
This picture, it looks like
Of all the
Yeah.
things
All right,
he's
let's
done
move
around.
on then.
this is cool too. I mean,
Yeah, to see the Devastator and everything.
Vader was looking good.
So they're going down to Jabim. Obi-Wan gets the secret communique from
This
Bail
doesn't
Organa.
make sense from Bail. Like,
Well,
I get why they're using it to move stuff around, but like in the grand scheme of things, and once again, like Star Wars,
it would make sense. I think that him contacting him makes sense because he's trying to rescue his daughter. He hasn't probably heard anything about it in like a week at this point. But like at the same time, like use code or something. Like why would you be so obvious in your
out of
what you're
place
saying?
for like out of place for Star Wars. Like they wouldn't. It's not something that it.
I don't know about that. I've seen dumb dialogue and other stuff in Star
No,
Wars a
that's
lot.
dumb dialogue, but saying like, "Hey, this is." I mean, I know where they're going with it, but it's still stupid. Like, "Hey, I'm checking in on you for blah 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 blah." This is kind of sad. The snake guy.
Yeah, so we get her background of the she was an actual officer, which when we searched all the character, I didn't think she was an actual officer. I just figured she was like a plant. Undercover, but she was an actual officer that I think rescued, killed. What was it? Killed, or at least was in charge of the execution of like 14 force sensitive people. So her mission was to save 14 force sensitive people or something.
Lopez, yeah, but once again, talking about your taste, like you're eating at a Denny's, so like
there you go.
And you hate Reva, so like I don't know what to tell you.
So she makes a notch on her belt for each
notch on her
force
belt.
sensitive child.
That was really cool how they did that storytelling just to talk about it. I once again, I enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed her death too. I thought it was pretty sweet.
Get the negotiation scene.
Yeah. Also,
which reminded me. Anybody else get a little bit of Phantom Menace vibe?
Yeah.
With him and Qui-Gon going to negotiate.
Yeah.
Well,
I was wondering why they're having this conversation. Like her troopers are only like 6 feet away. They can't hear her talking.
Yeah.
Like they don't hear
through
them.
the giant metal door.
It was all part of the
They
plan.
hammered this door for like I don't know how many times with that super blaster, and she cuts through it with her lightsaber in like 15 seconds.
Well, Qui-Gon Jinn did it in the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Well, it took a while though. Qui-Gon had to cut the hole.
Yeah, it did take a minute.
She melted a hole.
Yeah.
She just.
But they beat up she went through because they shot the other door. That's why it was much more easier to go with the lightsaber. Go through it.
No, I think she just went through the middle. She just broke the thing.
Uh,
I don't know. It was just still quick.
The thing I interpret this first as they were doing it, like I know their mouths were moving, but I was seeing it as them doing it through the Force to each other. I think that's what they're trying to imply.
Yeah, I think you agree.
Yeah.
Especially when we get like the visions of her like this. I don't know. I couldn't tell if like Obi was seeing the visions in his head.
It's confusing as shit though. Like, because
why is this confusing?
Because her telling the story, she saw him and thought he was going to help, but then she faked like she was dead and laid down. But then like later, like, so did she get stabbed or not?
She got stabbed in the stomach twice. Yes.
I think she got stabbed by
Anakin.
Yeah.
Got stabbed.
She got stabbed and then she played dead.
And then she played dead.
And then she played dead.
And then
Right.
she
That's
lived
what
again.
I thought.
Right. Yeah. So, but then, yeah. Okay.
But Qui-Gon dies with one stab. Don't worry about it. That's okay.
It depends where you get stabbed.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the second heart, the third.
Well, the
heart.
other 4 kids didn't fare so well, Dom. So let's.
Yeah.
That's true too.
And then, like, also too, for some reason, Anakin couldn't feel that she.
Which, by the way, I
had the Force
missed
still in
the
her.
statement there. Yeah,
I know.
the kid you see in stasis
Mhm.
is the kid the first kid he cuts down.
Down. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he
Mm.
grabbed him. Grab this kid. You know what? Look, this was.
I thought that to Marco said that didn't make sense. That made perfect sense to me.
What?
That the temple scene.
No, where she was saying it, like she didn't say, like she was. The verbiage that sounded like it came out of her mouth is like she saw kids going down and she fell to the ground and fake being dead. But then we see the scene where it looks like he stabbed
He's
her.
stabbing her.
I think
Stabbed her,
he
and then
was-
she faked being dead.
I think she
Yeah,
got
but
stabbed and
then-
dead after that.
Then he also didn't like you can
Well-
feel the force going out of somebody who's forced whatever.
Well,
Well,
he's
maybe-
chopping down tons of kids. He's probably not paying attention.
Yeah.
Maybe he
You
didn't
have to
get her
wait a
that
second.
good.
Was that
If you
first
believe the robot
one?
chicken
That's
version of
no.
it, he's in a sunfield, a sunflower field.
He's mowing them down like this. He's not
Once
counting.
again, not a big issue, but like I just like was like, wait a minute. So are you hiding amongst the dead and feeling them go cold, or did you get stabbed?
That's the
That's
part I
So-
didn't have a problem
If
with.
if he grabbed that first kid and brought him and he got stuck, how come they didn't grab her then? You know what I'm
But
saying?
he's dead. The people are in stasis are
He
dead.
said dead. I know, but she got mowed down.
All right.
So
Anyways,
he-
yeah,
I don't know.
Because she
Hey,
crawled
She
off
snuck down
Dom.
before the amber collectors came through. She snuck out.
Yeah.
Jurassic
Yeah,
Park.
I think they could have done a little- once again they could have expanded that part instead of doing other things in this series. But
The
here we
Jurassic
go.
Park troopers.
I think that would
Yeah.
be a ridiculous thing to
By the
expand.
mute, by the mute robot,
Yep.
touching scene. Good
That
job.
was good.
What?
Yep.
Why? What is this picture?
Because she realizes she's holding a thermal detonator.
Yeah.
Oh
She
yeah,
had
that
it back out.
was kind of fun.
Why
too.
didn't she throw it?
Ah,
They don't throw
You could have
them.
done more damage to them if you're throwing it at them.
Yeah, well,
Because then they might have
So what
caught it and
happens if
turned
she
it
goes
off.
forward, it falls backwards and
well, then we wouldn't get the dramatic "force be with you" line in her death.
well, this-
What's
wait,
the force be with you? Just
wait.
And then
Fuck
chuck
that
it.
shit.
Really quick though. Remember when Vader walked in? How long was those friggin' holes? Because when those holes were there, Reaver and the troopers got there quick. When Vader got there, it took forever to get to where the ship was.
Vader's got music he has to walk to.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to walk to the beat of John Williams. So
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
He does still have a lot of pep in his step in these
He did.
episodes.
So he did. Now,
So you get the flashback again to the second part where
this was
Obi
really
Wan
awesome.
starts
I
losing the
enjoyed
duel.
I enjoyed this a lot.
Yeah.
But does
Mhm.
he
He realizing.
overall?
So he comes back to present day where he's like the battle is lost. They've taken the.
Here, take my shit.
So, there's also a throwback to A New Hope though, where he's like, "There's more than one way to fight a battle or whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he turns over
He gave
shit
all this stuff to the con man though. That's a good one.
to the Haja, to the fake Jedi.
The fake Jedi with the magnets.
Yeah.
Well, he only knows like 2 people.
Yeah.
Tal is dead, so he's like, "Well, I got fake Jedi, or I
Well,
got Ice Cube."
I
and you
did
don't
think it was
like Ice
interesting-
Cube, so he picked
So
fake
he makes
Jedi.
the
I think they
conscious
would've gave it to
decision,
Leia.
which is probably a good thing.
Oh no, maybe Leia wasn't there yet.
He makes the
Yeah,
conscious
10-year-old
decision to give
lightsaber.
him the communicator, which is probably a good thing because if he's actually gets surrendered, he doesn't want him to find it on him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you'd think that there should have been some like sort of encoding on the communicator so that Haja just couldn't open it and figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, my cell phone's got more of a security on it.
Yeah.
Lopez, this isn't true. Like we're not gonna sit here and try to blow smoke up people's asses when there's problems with certain things.
No, listen. Look, it was a good show. This episode,
Yeah.
really, I enjoyed very much.
Yeah. I think there's again, I hate to use the term nitpicking, but I think there's people just we pick apart things a little too much sometimes. We read into it a little too much.
I could sit here and just pat it on
Yeah.
the back all day. You want that? I could do that
Yeah.
angle if you'd rather.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the little things that bothered me.
Yeah. Well, this one too. Like this one had, as far as nitpicking, I do feel like this is the episode we're gonna nitpick more than the other one. Like the other ones, in my opinion, there was actual problems with this one. A couple fight scenes or whatever. I mean, like whatever. It's not that big of a deal. This is weird though. This is a good point, and I think Joe brought it up. Like, not only does the Bell Organa thing, this is Leia fixing it.
This is
Leia
the ring,
pulling the
the
thing off.
restraining bolt on the
I'll bring it up later.
Lula.
Yeah, it did. That Mojo's about to bring it up too. Like, yeah, I get it. Like, just there is this was cool though. I like how they faked it. But who's driving the ship?
Wait, all right. Since we're already at the ship part, my problem with the episode is why, when Obi-Wan surrendered, did Reva send him back inside with troopers?
No, she said that's where they're keeping him, is in the blast door, so he can't get out. Like that's what my interpretation of it.
Why would they put him? But why would you separate? He surrenders. Hey, Vader, I got your man.
Because now now
I'm going to send him off with a half dozen goofballs and hope he doesn't overpower them.
Well, the whole fact is that
autopilot.
Reva knew that Obi-Wan. She told Obi-Wan the story, so her plan is working. So she brought him back inside, so it could waste some time. That's the whole thing.
Well, and I think if you have him there with the whole, like, how do you sneak up on Vader or whatever when you have him there with the whole contingent of stormtroopers?
Is she surprised that Vader figured out her ruse then?
Well, Vader knew
captured him, but he sent him back inside.
Well, I think
Vader knew since then that she was plotting against him.
No, I know. Yeah. I knew he already knew.
And I think Obi-Wan knew that she was going to fail. He even told her that in their little first conversation, that her plot would fail.
Is, outside of plot device, to have that time wasting, it didn't make sense to send Obi-Wan back into the building with troopers after he surrendered. That's
hold on. I tell Lopez this too. Like, I get that, but there's all types of toxicity too. And like, if you're just criticizing everybody who says like, hey, this didn't work out for me because I fucking like it. Star Wars fans are very diverse. So like,
what are we
you
doing
should accept what other people are saying too, buddy.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
It's the same thing. I love G.I. Joe, but when I say, hey, they blew up the plane, but look, the parachute popped.
I always had that problem growing up.
When it's something silly, because it's silly.
So let me ask you a question with Vader.
Yeah.
Does everybody have same they think you're thinking the same way I'm thinking about Vader, that Disney has done good with Vader? That he's the one character they didn't do anything like tweak or anything like other characters. They made him ruthless and mean and the way Vader's supposed to be, and they kept him, that they didn't like dummy him down and neuter him like they did with Boba Fett and some other stuff.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah,
I like Vader.
I don't have a problem with how they're portraying Vader. Is that what you're asking? Yeah, no. That's
I wouldn't even say that they did anything to lessen it. If anything, they amped up what was only implied.
Yeah, but you see how like that, and that means a ton obviously to you, but like it's different for different people what stuff means. Keep going.
I know.
The second ship was cool. I thought this was cool, especially when we ripped apart. Obviously, that's cool.
I tried to get a good capture of this of him, but I couldn't get it to fit emotionally. But he snatches his lightsaber away.
Yeah, when he snatched the lightsaber,
that was cool. Once again,
there's Rebel with her sneak.
Even this, when he turned around and he did the choke thing, all this scene, way better fight scene, except for her rolling around on the ground behind them.
I know, but this was still a badass scene. This was awesome.
You know what I really did like too? I like they didn't make her try to fly with the fucking.
Nope.
Thank God, yeah.
Oof. I mean, I like that they didn't
wires again.
No Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins ass her. You know what I mean? That was really good.
I like too that he never drew his own saber.
No,
I thought that was great. And then the fact that
force kung fu. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, he pulls that same maneuver that Obi-Wan pulled on him, was basically to snatch her saber away. And then break it in two and give it to her to give her another chance, and she still failed.
Hey, tell me it wouldn't have been funny though if he flipped one of the sabers, or if he fucking pulled a Ahsoka.
So,
you know what I mean?
And I thought that was good too. The whole
the matching the look, like you look the look in their eyes,
her look of fear when she saw him the first time, and her look of fear when he knew she was going to kill her or stab her or whatever.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah,
and then he killed her. And then
that was he got her good.
Fucked up thing. And he said, I actually thought like,
big shock.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn episode late.
I like how he says the rat in the gutter like you are. He was like a son of a bitch. Gonna leave you there like the rat that you are.
Fix his fucking face. Yeah.
He's one stomach down now though.
So here's the problem.
Take care of that other stomach.
And I get why they're doing it, is so that they can pull a fucking Darth Maul, but like,
yes,
but no,
I don't know that's what they're going to do.
Story visions.
You don't think they're doing the Darth?
You're going to give her spider legs?
No, they're gonna put her into the fucking desert, and Obi's
the
gonna
desert like they did with the Legends book with Maul and
No.
Owens
It wasn't that.
shoots
He did it in
him,
fucking
kills him.
Rebels. He's at a fire. It's in Rebels. He's at a fire. He ends up doing Darth Maul comes in and is like, "Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna get this."
We really have to wait. You have to figure out. So, does she put 2 and 2 together and realize that the boy is important to Vader, and therefore is she going to try to go there and use Luke as some sort of way to draw Vader out, or is she still more upset about getting to Vader?
I really wish that she would have died there, knowing that Obi-Wan was protecting a child.
Which I guess JJ is kind of what I was saying.
Also,
about
don't forget she got stabbed in the stomach. I mean, you got all those mod people on Tatooine.
Oh
now.
yeah, I mean, that kind of can.
Real good.
Get her
Which
a
is
robot tummy too.
what I was kind of saying with this. Like this, if this is the core and the basis of it, they could have built up some of the storyline to give her a little bit better than like, you abandoned us, Obi-Wan. Yeah, well, you were out killing all these kids too. So, like, I mean, they just could have done a better job of it. Nice pillow, by the way. The fuck is that? All right. Well,
Let me ask you a question.
They're a rich family, Marco.
So
Yeah, they're farming.
you were talking
moisture
before
in
about
a
the
desert.
Vision storyline with Darth Maul going to Tatooine and going after Luke. It was a Legend storyline. Now,
no, I'm talking about in Rebels where
not in Rebels. There was
I
a
don't
story.
see how it gels with, like, what are they going to have them like 7 years in the future facing off against each other?
No, I'm saying that the storyline now that Reva knows about Luke. Do you think they use that storyline from the Visions Legend comic and use her where Owens shoots her and kills her? And
No.
No?
No,
No.
I think what they're going to do is do a similarity like they've done it through a lot of the show already, where they're going to take something that we've already seen, like Leia being tortured, like a bunch of the other stuff that they did in 1, 2, and 3, and it's going to be a similar shot thing to what happens in Rebels, where you're going to find Obi-Wan in the desert waiting for Reva. It's not going to be Darth Maul this time. They're going to have their little back and forth talk, la-di-da, la-di-da, and then he's going to pull the hug, gut saver, stabber, and it's going to be the end of it. So
how many times did you get a stomach stab? You got stabbed twice in the stomach, and the third time now?
Stabbed again by him, dude, and that's how it's going to end. And this is what they're going to do. And now everybody's going, and then next week when it happens, we're going to hear about how great it is, and it's the greatest show ever. And like, we're just
apparently I heard
let's
it's
let
like
the
an hour,
chat start thinking about
minutes.
what they want to bet on.
An hour and a half.
So
right.
can
Yeah.
I just want to say a little bit about what I thought about this show, because I was sitting, I was listening to you guys talk. So I have to admit, so my main thing with Obi-Wan was not so much the timelines. I listened to everybody, and I agree with a lot of what people were saying, and I disagree with what some people were saying, but the timelines didn't bother me. The whole thing, that my pet peeve, I guess, if you will, was, is this show going to align? Is it going to jive up with that line in A New Hope, where when we last met, I was but the learner, now I am master? And I think this episode did it. I really do. They had. I think this episode makes this series align with that line from Vader to Ben in A New Hope, because of the way they use the flashbacks, the way that, when Obi-Wan was training Anakin, his whole thought was aggressive maneuvering, go in for the win, be very proactive, be very aggressive, and how he really hadn't changed. That was still kind of his tactic, even in
when he
lost this episode.
In episode 3.
It bit him in the ass again. So now I think this series jives at the end of episode 5. It jives with that line in A New Hope. I think I'm going to be disappointed, but I hope Vader and Luke. I hope Vader and Obi-Wan do not meet and square off in the series finale. I hope they don't, because I think that could misalign things again. So we'll see. I got a feeling they will, because that's probably what fans want, and that's what they're going to give them. But I really hope they don't, because the way episode 5 ended, I think worked well with A New Hope, in my opinion.
Once again, yes. I mean, I think that's why when you say you're surprised, people said, you're surprised at how much I like this and wish this was about. Yes. I wish
I thought this was the best episode yet.
You could have cut that part of episode 3 off, still done all this, and it lines up even better. I mean, it just lines up good. Though once again, I just don't. I'm in Jedi's camp, but I'm not ranking what they're doing future. I'm only ranking here. And the one thing that I will say is something that Joe and Marv and a little bit of the chat is saying. I understand it is very cheap writing to have the broken piece on the ground and her accidentally with a half a stomach or the 6 cow stomach or whatever find the piece, and then it's going to send her to Tatooine. But
that's kind of Star Wars, though.
Yeah,
dude, that's a complaint. No, listen, it's called MacGuffin. That's a complaint you can make of like 90% of films and 90% of TV shows.
I get that. Yeah. JJ, you were pretty heated when they did that shit in the last couple things, and then when they used the MacGuffin. So, like, I mean, I get it.
But I'm not watching Dances with Tuscans this time.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, I have no. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed.
Bite your tongue, JJ.
I thoroughly enjoyed this episode, and that's kind of what I was hitting up before. Like this one, I think we're overusing the word nitpicking. I think a lot of times when like Jedi will give his opinion, or I'll give my opinion on something, or the chat, like Joe or anybody else, whenever they say anything, it's you guys are just nitpicking. No, we just see it from a different point of view. It's from a certain point of view. We're talking about it. Where when you see this, it's like this is a great episode. This is what we kind of want, and it's good to see that at least. I mean, we're all agreeing. I don't think anybody has major problems with this episode, right?
I love this episode.
I thought it was the best one.
Agreed. And I agree pretty much with what Jedi said. We've been on the same page mainly for this series, and the series as a whole is a good series too. With that being said, so
look,
I was trying to see what some of the questions were that what he was saying, but go ahead.
I don't really think that they're going to change. Like they overall going to change major canon pieces. Little tweaking here and there. And no, Jedi's right. That it lines up with New Hope, and that's great. And moving forward, hopefully it continues to line up with the rest of the timeline. And you know what? And I know you, Mark, will get upset with the timeline because there's a lot of things. I'm thinking at the end of the series, he's going into the cave to write the journals to have them ready for Luke down the road. And the way things are going, it looks that way. And of course, they have to go back to Tatooine, and Reva. I think Reva's going to be a character. I don't think she's going to, I'm going to put it out here. I don't think she's going to die. I think they're going to use Reva for other things down the road. You have other characters that she can team up with.
She's going to be a gray Jedi going down the road.
Cal Kestis, that Cal Kestis is looking for the Force-sensitive children.
See, this is where we differ, and that's it. Like, and I understand, Don, but you just said something. It's not just me. There is a bunch of people who Star Wars, out of all franchises, the canonism of it is something that we really do enjoy. We like going back, like architects, and doing the history and reading other books to do the research to try to years and stuff, which is fine. That stuff where you're just trying to throw stuff in there, and like I know I say word salad all the time, but like if we could take 8 square pegs, maybe it'll fit into a circle hole. It's kind of like insulting sometimes. I know you don't see it like that. I'm just saying.
No. I know. I understand what you're saying. I'm just.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Look, I'm just saying the fact is that, the little bit of tweaking doesn't take away from the overall.
For you, because it's not a little bit of tweaking for people like me. But here, real quickly, this I already said it. I think they're going to do a mall thing. You guys don't. What do you think is going to happen here, JJ?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys got to give me something because we got to get to the poker so we can keep this thing rolling. We still got a lot to do.
I thought we were going to have a Dooku moment. I thought Vader was going to kill her. I thought when he had those sabers like this, I thought we were going to have a Dooku moment and it was going to be over. That's what I thought.
Well, I know a lot of people made a big deal about Vader kind of letting her go, but I think, for one, I think that was kind of a dramatic decision on the show's part because, the Grand Inquisitor then come in and be like, yeah, and now see how that feels type of thing. But
for the 2 people that didn't know the Grand Inquisitor were going to come back.
Well,
some
people were surprised. Yeah, what? I don't know how necessarily. Yeah, I mean, there were some people saying after the second episode he was for sure dead.
They should listen to Dom because Dom was telling them the Grand Inquisitors were coming back. So I mean, I don't know.
I said he was coming back.
Everybody thought he was going back.
I said everybody thought he was coming back. All right, number 2. So I don't know but JJ, the question is, what do you? She's going to Tatooine, right? Do you think it's going to be a showdown like Dom was saying with Owen, or do you think it's going to be a showdown with?
Well, it's hard to say. Dom's got a good point in the fact that you did have that confrontation with her and Owen in the first place. That's how she knows who Owen is. Otherwise, she wouldn't know who the hell Owen on Tatooine was, probably.
Right.
Even then, though, I think I'm doubt it'll happen because there's only one episode. I still don't get how she would track Owen down. He doesn't exactly know where he lives.
He doesn't know where he lives is a big ass planet of dust, so it all looks.
Yeah, and also like, how do you know he's the one with the boy? Like, there's only one Owen on all of Tatooine.
Yeah, with boy. Yeah.
I
But
don't know. Maybe I should
well,
remind her.
but the thing that like Jedi said he doesn't want Vader, so I think Vader and they're under the impression that he's going to Alderaan, probably, right?
Which is what you would think.
Well, yeah, because he's with Leia.
Yeah,
bring her home.
So if he diverts from that and goes to Tatooine,
but this is why I was thinking when I was watching. If they know it's Leia, because they could easily play along and say they didn't know that was Leia because it was the sister.
Well, I don't think they know who Leia is. Right.
So they would. Why would they go to Alderaan?
Well, because Obi-Wan's going to Alderaan.
Obi-Wan wants to go Alderaan, but they're going to go
Exactly.
after they go wherever they're supposed to.
I understand that. What I'm saying to you is, why would Vader and the Grand Inquisitor go to Alderaan?
Well, Reva knows who Leia is.
Because Obi-Wan's going to Alderaan. Like, they would go after Obi-Wan, right?
Alderaan.
Because he's with Leia.
Because they know who Leia is.
They know who Leia is. They know he's Bail Organa's daughter.
He's leaving. Leia's going back to Alderaan. He's going.
When you
back
say
to
know who
Tatooine.
Leia is, they know he's the
So I
senator's
think
daughter.
what
We knew
he's
that
saying
in the
is
second episode.
Reva
They
knew
know
who
the
Leia
little
was.
girl is
Reva
Leia.
found out 'cause she's.
I'm sure she
Everyone
reported
knows
everything.
who Leia is.
And,
Darth Vader and Grand Inquisitor do not know who Leia is. They can.
Yes,
I'm
they
just-
do. They know. They think
No,
it's
yeah.
Bail
I
Organa's
think
daughter.
I think
She's
you
in
guys are
relation to Vader.
misunderstanding each other. I think you guys are misunderstanding each other. I think what you're both saying is they know that the little girl is Leia, but they don't know that Leia is.
They don't know that he's
Anakin's
Darth
daughter.
Vader's daughter. They think
Right,
that it's
yeah.
Bail
They
Organa's
know
daughter.
The little girl is Leia.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what JJ said.
When did they? When
No one's coming to save you, princess.
Yeah.
Like Reva knows who she is.
Or when
Reva-
Inquisitor was
I agree.
upset that
No,
he kidnapped the
Reva-
senator's daughter.
No, Reva 100% knows who he is. Reva captured her in the tunnel, then took her and put her into a private chamber where Reva tortured her. The Grand Inquisitor wasn't there. Darth Vader.
He knows
wasn't
it's
sure
Bail
she
Organa's
reported all
daughter.
this
What are
shit.
you on about?
But,
Didn't you watch the second episode where he literally says, "How could you kidnap a senator's daughter?" To Reva.
Oh, Grand Inquisitor said that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, and Reva and Vader have had several little
Back and forth.
get-togethers
Yeah.
throughout this, so
Okay.
I mean, it could have
Okay.
came up.
But they're not going
Why-
there first anyway.
Why
So we
didn't
gotta-
Obi-Wan? So, yeah, but they have to get back to Tatooine, and there's only one episode left. Either any way you look at it. Why didn't Obi-Wan? And you still didn't answer, JJ. So, what are they doing? Are they doing the Owen thing? Or are they doing the Obi thing? Or are they doing neither?
I don't think they'll do either. I think they'll probably do their own thing. But I don't think Owen's going to be the one to kill her.
Chat's there with us. Yeah.
Ah,
But
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they escape and keep Obi-Wan's kind of reputation intact by having Owen kill her. I don't know. But
Hey, we still got to do our bets. You don't have to give your speculation now. Everybody's got to come up with a bet.
It might help them come up with bets. All right, number 2 that he asked: why didn't Obi-Wan use the Force in the cave? If you can answer, that was one.
we can go through all these questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Honestly, that's one of the issues I've had was how they've treated the Force and when you use it, when you lose it, and how you have it, and whatever. So, I don't know. If Vader knew Reva was a traitor all along, why did he keep her around? Because she was the one that led her to Obi-Wan, because he could get 2 birds. with
Yeah, he
one
could
stone.
use her. He did that all the time.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
That's a
That actually
trademark
was-
Vader thing.
That was like within Vader. Yeah, exactly what JJ said. That's like right in his wheelhouse. That's exactly what he does. How did 10-year-old Leia know? Well, because she was always going around and doing.
No, was she
other
really?
shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Also,
Star
too,
Wars.
like they said, it was one switch, right?
Yeah, she just
Or
had to
whatever
find
for the
the
door.
one. It wasn't a
It's
lot.
just one switch.
I told her already because he said it was the red switch. So,
Maybe once she took the restraining bolt off Lulu fixed it for her.
Well, she did. She was able to point to it with the light, the switch.
Yeah, sure.
The droid did.
agreed. Well, she definitely has issues. I mean, she's got trauma. She got stabbed by Vader. So
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Once again, with the cave thing, I think one, it was so that he could get away, right? Like she wanted him to get away because that was going to cause a distraction.
I still feel weird about that. I don't know. That's still
Yeah, that one was a little bit weird. I mean, but how many stormtroopers are you going to send with him? You're going to send like the entire contingent? I don't know. I mean, like what's the right amount of
They were both playing each other.
stormtroopers to send with a captured person?
I thought that was under the understanding. See, that's where I said I thought they were force talking because I thought it was under the understanding. The plan was for Obi to get let go, so it distracts Vader when he goes to tries to capture her. And she's supposed to stab him in the back. obviously that didn't work. Obviously, don't make a lot of noise and just go up behind them and hit the lightsaber real quickly. Well, you know what I mean?
Yell like G.I. Joe when they used to yell at G.I. Joe.
If you asked why she didn't yell, I wouldn't have known that either. Okay.
Well, I think Vader knew she was there the whole time, but behind him, I don't think he was surprised or anything.
It was up. It was the. All right. So that was the end of those questions. The real question is how did Vader was. Yeah. Also, well, I mean, that's
all right. She doesn't know that. She just thinks Leia is Bail Organa's daughter. And she knew that Bail Organa and Obi-Wan knew each other. That's why she used it to draw out Obi-Wan.
Very loosely thrown together. Let's play our game of gambling with poker.
Yeah, we got to get through this because this is our last.
Yeah, I get that, JJ, but like that's what he's saying. Like it's like it is.
Well, you said it's very loosely thrown together, though, but it makes perfect sense. I don't see how it's loosely thrown together.
That she knows that Obi-Wan was going to go protect Leia. Like there's not that big of a link there.
They literally tell you through dialogue exactly how that works out. I don't want to rehash 3 episodes ago. It explains it perfectly to me.
I think he's asking about that dialogue, which is it's fine that you do it. That doesn't make it make sense to the whole overall storyline. It's okay. Move along. Let's go. Kenobi.
Yeah, let's move on to this so we can get through this because we still have Vader covers to go through. We still got a rant apparently on the way, and it's already 11:17.
Yeah.
Because you guys wouldn't let things go.
All right, but we're gonna do this. Okay, let's go.
All right, this is where we're starting the week off. This is where we left off last week. Chat's in the lead, and we are all JJ's way behind at this point, leading into the week. And we're all pretty close. Still 10 points behind thereabouts, but still there. First bet of last week.
Agreed, Wayseeker. That is a true statement.
Also, Marco decided to abstain from all of these, so he has all folds for all. So.
All across the board.
So JJ's bet for last week is that there will be a high ground reference, which, unfortunately, I don't believe we got.
Are you sure?
Nope. Did we?
No, I'm joking, but I was waiting when they said
would have been fun.
I don't remember hearing it.
I was waiting for when they said get Leia the ladder. I wanted Obi-Wan to say, she needs the high ground.
Take her to the high ground.
Take her to the high ground so she could.
But considering everybody disagreed except Marco, and we were only splitting JJ's 2 credits, I rounded up.
2 credits.
I rounded up, so at a half a credit, I gave everybody 1 because again, I'm not doing fraction.
Okay. You're taking my extra money, man.
Yep, we're just taking JJ's 2.
Taking double the money from me. Harsh.
Yep. It's all right. It all factor out. I'm doing this quicker than I've done it before. Bet 2 from the chat. We will meet another Jedi, which I do not believe we can say we technically did because we're not counting.
We met their lightsabers.
Yeah, we met their lightsabers. We got name drops.
And their names on the wall.
But we didn't meet anybody.
Did I agree with this one? Damn it. Stupid.
Yes, you did.
You got the
So for this one, the chat's bet, Jedi and Dom were wrong, but JJ and I came out with the disagree. So we split their money and got 5 apiece. Because again, they had 9. We're rounding up.
I think I raised that one too, didn't I?
You wanted to, but yes, you did. You did because it was 2. You raised it to 3. You're the one who made it 3. And then our final bet was also from the chat. We will get Reva's backstory, which unfortunately, I say unfortunately because I bet against it and it did happen.
Yay.
So me and Jedi disagreed. So Dom, JJ, and the chat split our 6 credits. So they all got 2 apiece.
Being cute.
Yeah, but we had already met Reva, so.
Ultimately, the way it broke down,
I think we got her inspiration.
Marco broke even because he just folded all 3.
They did. Anakin was there, and Obi-Wan.
Dom broke even because of his wins and losses. He ended up even. Jedi, I think you dropped a little bit. I think you dropped 5.
A little bit.
JJ,
tied for last. All right.
Yeah, you hopped up 5. Marco's even. I think I made up a couple of credits, like 3. And the chat.
I think that's where JJ and I were at the end of Book of Boba Fett too. I think we were
about last place, tied for last.
Yeah.
So going into the last week, it's still pretty much the same game as it was last week.
Hey, look at that.
The chat's still they got a healthy lead of 10 credits on 9 credits on Dom.
How did the chat not lose any money? Didn't they have 31 to start?
Yeah, they broke even. They lost.
But they lost their 2 bets.
Yeah, but they won the 1.
Oh,
they won the Reva backstory.
Right. Yeah, the second one was their bet too, right? That's right. Never mind.
Yes, yeah. So they actually they won 2 bets because they disagreed with your bet, and got a credit. and then they got 2, and then they lost 3. So they ended up flat. So who wants to go first?
Marco, you're the poker player. Is there any strategy that can get me back on top?
What's your points here?
I got 16.
Yeah, there is.
So
Go
we gotta
all in.
just go all in on everything.
To raise, and agree.
I'm not tracking what you have. So if you start betting more than you have, I don't care. Like whatever we're doing, let's just do it.
I'll do
Wait,
it.
how do you bet more than you have?
Hey,
I don't
Pete,
care.
last week, didn't I say one of the things should have been a flashback in the episode? I said something about a flashback, and you went, nah. It was
No, I don't
all the
remember
things,
that.
all the bets were put in already. I said they should have did one of the flashbacks.
Oh,
About a flashback.
well, I figured we'd get Reva's story through a flashback.
Yeah.
Either
Well,
way,
yeah.
I mean, some people in the chat did say that Obi-Wan wasn't a Jedi because he gave up being a Jedi. So technically, you saw him as a Master Jedi in there. So if the chat wants to complain about that one, they can. Because that
you're not being introduced to a new Jedi.
I didn't say new Jedi. They said being introduced to a Jedi.
No, you'd be reintroduced then. That's not the same.
There you go. All right.
All right, who wants to go first?
The one that I'll do to
Go
just end
first. I mean, I have one.
And the chat needs one. The chat's got to have at least one.
Who's doing it? Are we doing this? Can we get through this? Yes.
Yeah, we can do this. Yeah.
So they're gonna do the homage between Reva and Obi-Wan of the mall scene from Reva.
So when you say, just to clarify, when you say homage, like, are we going to actually see them
yeah, there's
fight
gonna be
at a
some
campfire in the desert, or are you talking like they're just going to meet and fight?
like he's gonna be overlooking Owen in the fucking water farm, and they're gonna do a meetup, and then they're gonna
And Reva's going to say, Reva's dying words is going to be, is he the chosen one?
So this is Marco's bet.
yeah.
And you're saying that
Two.
Reva and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, do a little rebels. Do a little rebels.
Well, I say, let's see, rehash Rebels mall face off.
Hasn't had great writing through most of it, and it's been very.
I think we get. I think we get what we're saying here, right?
I guess.
All right.
JJ, questions with it? I don't know.
I just want to. I mean, so like I halfway agree and I halfway disagree. So that's why I was just curious because like I think they'll meet up and probably maybe face off, but I don't think it'll be like, stop them in front of Luke's water farm in a romantic scene in front of the fire or anything.
Well, how much are you betting on this?
2.
2.
Yeah, that's a good BK. That's how people lose games.
All right, I'm gonna just agree because, well, I feel like I need to.
Yeah, I wish I knew how Pete would adjudicate this scene if it happens. That's what I need.
I'm gonna go with my gut once I see it. Mm-hmm. If it feels enough like the Rebels thing, I'll say yes.
You guys are saying the scene's happening. You should probably bet on it. Like,
so you're saying?
Okay.
I just want to make sure too. You're saying Obi-Wan will be the one that kills her.
I see
right?
some folds.
Yes, that's what
she'll die.
So
if
Vader comes in and does it, then it doesn't count.
Okay.
Yes, is that what you're saying?
Or if Owen like shoots her with a sniper rifle or something. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Well, I mean, okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to figure it out.
What I'm saying is, if all of a sudden Obi stops her before she gets to the fucking thing, and they have a heart-to-heart fucking conversation, and she ends up fucking dying, and it's not Darth Vader coming in and chopping her fucking head off, then that's what I'm saying. Like, if it looks pretty close, just like it wasn't Vader that came in and tortured Leia, it was Reva, but that was definitely a homage to that fucking scene. So does it have to be what are we doing?
I won't worry. We can argue the bet next week. Okay. We can argue how it played out if it plays out like that next week. So for now, I feel like the chat is folding. But what about the rest of you guys? We're giving the chat extra time because it's the chat. They're behind.
Whose turn is it? JJ? Go ahead, JJ.
Tom.
I don't know which way we're going.
Me?
I go.
Chat,
I don't know
if we're going right to left or left to right.
I go down the board like blackjack.
Oh, so I go. It's me.
Yep.
Go to the right and then back to the beginning.
It's not that she's going to try to kidnap him.
So,
Joe.
Dom, you're up.
I disagree. I disagree.
Well, now
okay.
it's happening.
Are you just going to call? Or are you going to raise or what?
You know what? I'll disagree and I'll raise it 1.
There you go. Keep raising.
Okay.
Crazy.
Hey, here's your shot. Raise it again.
All right.
No,
there it is. 3.
This
now it's Jedi.
No, they're all going to meet up, but they're not going to be like this.
Well, that's yeah. This is where I'm with JJ, and I don't know how this thing it will be adjudicated, but I'm going to agree just because Pete agreed, and he's going to be the adjudicator. So I'm going to agree.
Hey, if it's too tough to call, it would be no bets.
Yeah, I'll agree, and I'll just call even.
I gotta bring these up.
I'm not going to raise. I'll just call.
But you're agreeing at 3.
I'm agreeing, yeah, that we will see this face off.
All right, JJ, where are you at on this?
I really want to agree.
Fold.
Actually,
You don't want in. You can fold.
Yeah, I'm gonna fold. I think. I agree with like 90%. I just don't know that she'll die in the confrontation or whatever it is.
And what is anybody keep an eye on the chat?
There's like 2 agrees. BK keeps saying disagree, and then everybody else says fold.
I feel I saw more fold. I noticed.
Joe says agree.
Joe agrees.
It will be
Rowan agrees. AOA looks like he agrees. I think. I don't know.
PK apparently uses the proxy vote.
Do we want to go with all in then? Not all in. Agree.
No,
Yeah,
they want
actually.
What feels like the most? What feels like you've seen the most?
I think more
I
agree.
feel like I've
actually.
seen the most agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's once again.
Well, fold and agree. I guess fold. Can the chat fold?
Yeah.
Yes, I can fold.
I've seen more folds than I think anything.
Oh, you've seen some fold? I only saw the one.
Like I said, I
fold,
agree. I disagree
Okay.
that the way it's going to end off. But I do agree that they are going to meet up. But that's the thing. They are going to meet up.
I think Wayseeker's counting right.
We're
4 folds
going
to
way
4
too
or
deep
3.
So we're just doing a fold then on their part.
I think they fold.
They're in a good position to fold. They're way out there. I think they could just sit.
They fold. So
do
well,
anything.
Marco. Then I guess you are going to call Dom's raise.
Yeah. Can I re-raise?
You can re-raise if you want.
I'll re-raise.
Why not?
I'm re-raising.
Damn it! I only
You
have
can go up to
16
5.
credits, man. Don't go crazy.
One or two more.
Re-raise.
I know, but 1 or 2 more on top of the 3.
Re-raise.
1 more, so go up to 4.
Yeah, 4.
Okay. I'm gonna
Double
stick
down.
with you.
I can't afford to lose my 3 that I've already put in, so I guess I have to call again.
Yeah, I'm all in.
Would you like to
Not all
split
in,
or
but
double
I'm
down?
riding.
Wrong game. Sorry.
Dom,
I
you
don't know
in
this
still?
game.
I'm in.
Okay, so it's up to 4 for Dom. You guys are already. Oh, damn it. I messed up. And Jedi said he had to be in too, so. All right. Who's going to be next?
I'll go.
Bet 2.
I've already kind of alluded to this, what I want to happen or what I don't want to happen. So my bet is that Darth Vader and Obi Wan will not square off in will not have a lightsaber duel in episode 6 6.
Obi Wan duel. Darth Vader versus Obi Wan duel. That seem
duel.
fair?
Lightsaber duel.
Do I have to write lightsaber?
All right, no, not as long as that's just what I meant. They may
Really
Feel
sure.
better.
Do it.
My God.
What if they
Anyway,
duel
how
with
much
their
you wanna bet
mind?
on that?
So I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna bet 4.
Ooh,
Strong.
coming out strong.
What choice do I have?
I know. JJ's up next. We go again. Down.
I will
right.
not only do I will agree and I will raise 1 to 5.
All right, so go ahead and match me that 1.
I'll get you once we get back to you. We'll match you. So this is a $5 bet, everybody. Chat as well. You got to start making your calls as soon as you can. But Marco's up next.
Here's the thing. Sometimes I never bet on the home team, right? Like I never bet on my teams ever. Never. I've never once gambled on a team. But if I was forced, I'd bet against what I want to happen. I want this to happen. So I'm going to.
You are like my buddy
luck,
Steve.
I'm going to instead use my luck. It's going to be the opposite luck thing. You know this? You know this bet?
Oh, yeah. You were exactly. My buddy Steve does that all the time. He tries to jinx his
I'm
own
going
bet.
all in with disagree. This is 100%. I don't want. This is going to happen. Not going to happen, but it's going to happen. So this doesn't happen. I'm betting that it's going to happen. That is what I'm doing here.
So you disagree?
So you want to disagree?
You're disagreeing.
What? Yes, whatever it is that says that this is going to happen, that there's going to be a fight between Vader and Obi-Wan. It's going to be lightsaber.
Even
duel.
though you don't want it.
I don't want that, so I'm betting that it's going to happen. That's what I'm all in on that. All the chips are in the table.
I also agree with you in that I disagree in that I don't want them to face off again, but I think they're going to. But I don't think my bet is going to sway it one way or another. I'm just trying to make some money off of these other guys who are saying that it's going to not going to happen because I think it will.
I'm going all in.
The chat still has time, so we'll get the chat. So while we wait for the chat, Dom,
You know what? Again, I would not like to see this happen, but I would like to see the one battle and that's it. But I disagree. I disagree, baby. They're going to be another fight scene, and it's going to be glorious.
The last one wasn't fucking glorious.
There's Jedi's one. He's calling.
What happened to my agree, disagree on my thing?
So,
which is
you're the original bet, so you have to agree with the bet because you're the original.
No, I'm saying everybody else has that little graphic. Mine disappeared.
Yeah,
I don't know where.
But you don't need it because you're the placing the bet.
Oh, I see.
You're the one placing the bet. That's
got
why
it. Got it. All right.
I will say this: everybody who's agreeing with it, it happens. I'm blaming you people. You people.
What? You mean you wouldn't blame like the director and writer?
No. This is how betting works. You blame the people that caused it.
Yeah.
That brought in the bad mojo.
All right. The mojo. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know where it started, but it looks like most people are agreeing.
I think. Yeah.
Or we can't agree.
Yeah, I got 2 disagrees, but mostly agrees. I think.
So they think that we are not seeing another duel.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what they're saying.
Okay, so it's even then. It's 3-on-3.
Now, what if we get like a weird like Luke projecting himself across the universe duel? Is it?
It can't be a flashback either. Don't give me no flashbacks. No,
it doesn't matter. It's not Darth versus Obi-Wan. That's what we're talking
real
about.
Time only. Real time only.
Real time Tatooine type thing.
Who wants to go next?
Can I go?
Remember that rumor where there was like that big knockdown Dragon Ball Z style fight they're gonna have?
I gotta keep track of how many credits I got.
Dom is next. Actually, I said, don't worry about keeping track of credits.
Dom has been saying since day one there's at least 2 Obi-Wan Vader fights. He believes in it.
We will see a Qui-Gon Jinn Force Ghost or voice.
Well, you can't see a voice.
Well the voice, or hear the voice.
It will appear visually or audio.
Yeah.
If he says Obi-Wan, you're the only hope, I'm fucking calling it.
How about that? We will see or hear Qui-Gon Jinn's Force Ghost.
Mm.
It's 2 ends, right?
How much are you betting?
Yeah, and how much you're betting?
I'm going to bet 5.
Oh God, it's me already. I want to see
I'm
some
going
people.
Yeah, I think everybody's agreeing on this, aren't they?
Coming out strong.
God.
Jedi's first up to make a call.
Now I'm going to fold on this one. Just
You can bet the house can lend you money.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you have. I don't care.
Money.
You're borrowing from the house if need be. This is the last week.
Right,
we're just going to let it play out how it plays.
I don't need to borrow. Okay, I don't need to borrow yet. So I will. I guess I'll go. I'll call, but I'm going to disagree. I don't think we're going to get any Qui-Gon.
That's how you win. You just go for it. That's how you win.
Yeah, you gotta take a chance at some point. JJ.
I will also disagree.
Mm-hmm. Also, gambling.
Jedi, you might want to change your answer. JJ's not usually good at these games. I will agree.
Neither am I.
Damn it! Why would you have to agree? I thought you wanted to get.
You're gonna agree?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I don't.
Because I agree too, but I was hoping to get more of your guys' money by winning.
Oh, I mean, I love it when I win, and then people complain that I rigged the
I need
game.
to read more, I guess, on this behind the scenes
I just
stuff.
feel like we got it. We spent so much time talking about Qui-Gon. We got
it makes sense in Obi's storyline because he does there in the there's a whole.
It makes more sense than doesn't make sense.
The whole time in Obi-Wan in the journals, he's trying to reach out to Qui-Gon.
I got to.
Does he actually do it though?
What's the chat got? What's the chat looking like? Disagree and agree.
I do not do the dark side.
That's the thing holding me back is I don't know that we actually ever get evidence that he actually ever did it.
Yes, later on.
Like we have another agree, another
Justin Cena looks like an agree.
in a certain point of view, he talks to them.
Chat
That
looks
way-
pretty kind of.
I think they're mostly agree, Mojo.
BBY.
Even though I think BK is the only
Fate.
one who's on the no.
I read a certain point of view. I love them. I think
No,
they're
I'm
All
saying the show makers. I don't have any faith in reading that story.
maybe.
Well, we have. I need to come up with something. Chat needs
Oh,
something, and JJ needs something
Well,
if he
obviously.
wants.
Oh, we're all placing a bet.
Oh wait, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
Or the last
okay.
one. Oh wait, I gotta
Yeah,
put the
yeah,
chat. I think they agreed.
Wait,
I have to think of
Last
something
week,
now.
like everybody last week. Why not?
Being a troll and yelling at people with all caps doesn't help at all.
Nope, because you're the only one who said disagree. Unfortunately, BK.
Is that it? Are we done or are we still going?
No, we're still going.
Holy shit. Okay.
Unless you want to pass. I mean, I can pass. I don't really have
go
anything.
ahead,
good.
go ahead.
I did one last week, so I'll pass.
What's the chat got anything?
All right.
Or
Hey, Chat. If Chat has anything, this is your time. But Pete, do you have anything while we're waiting?
I'm
on
trying to
chat?
think. Can I come up with something silly or fun that
we
would be
don't
kind
need
of
anything else. We've got how many bets do we have? 3? 3's good. 3's good. He's
I can
going
bet on a high ground reference.
there will probably be a high ground
There
reference.
probably will be one now. Yeah, just picked the wrong episode.
Yep.
You watch.
We should,
I have the high
Pete.
ground.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Pete, you could bet that we will.
Owen has the high
that
ground.
we'll see. You could bet that we'll see Obi-Wan start writing in his journal or something. I don't know.
I can place a bet actually. I guess.
Yeah,
I kind of like that. Hold
I
on.
said that.
I kind of like.
before. I was going to write in
I
journals.
like Jedi's. I know it's Jedi's idea, but I'll take it. I like it.
Yeah.
We will
Okay.
see the start of the Obi-Wan journals,
Yes.
which we all know is him writing things down. That's all. I like
Right.
it.
It could be it doesn't necessarily have to be pen to paper. It could be a hollow.
Yeah, you could be recording in a
data
hologram,
recorder,
holocron, or something.
whatever they use.
Or a communicator that just freely gives to someone else at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Well, the only way to make this thing interesting is to play go big. Boom, 5.
Ooh.
Chat will have to decide. We'll start with Dom, also because Marco's not close. So, well, he's last anyway.
I will go. See, go. Let's go 5.
So you got 5. You're going with
I'm going 5. Yeah.
agree or disagree?
I agree.
You agree. Okay.
I agree. I've been saying that since the beginning.
All right, Jedi. Well, it's your idea, so I'm assuming you agree.
Don't be so sure.
You talked me into it. Okay, disagree. All right.
No, wait a minute. Let me think.
Think about it. We got to wait for Marco to come back anyway.
Because I mean, I need to, like I said, I got to kind of go on a gamble here. So if
Yeah,
Dom's
I
going to
know.
agree, you've already got 5 in there. I'm going just for the sake of trying to get some, trying to climb out of this hole I'm in. I'm going to disagree. I mean, what's the worst could happen?
I think the chat is out.
I get my legs broken by when I for owing the house too much money. I'm going to disagree.
Disagree. Okay.
I don't think we see it.
JJ is up, but take your time because we got to wait for Marco because I think the chat is folding from what I could see.
I'm almost leaning with chat. I don't see.
Too tough to call one way or the other.
It's hard to call.
It is. I know.
I don't like. I see more of a like. I think he may push Owen to try to train Luke type of thing, but I don't know that because. Correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe someone can correct me, but Luke only finds the journals by more or less happenstance by going through Obi-Wan's stuff, right? Like Obi-Wan doesn't leave him the journals. Am I remembering that correctly? Anyone?
I think you're right.
I think yeah, so. So I'm going disagree.
Disagree. Oh, Marco's back.
I don't think these showmakers think the journals are that important. So I'm going to go with
Yeah. They definitely didn't read the shit, so I'll disagree.
Well, again, it doesn't have to be exactly the journals. It's any sort of recording of his stories.
Oh, any recording of his stories?
Yeah, so holocron
Oh.
record. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly the journals. The idea, like when we talked with Jedi pitched it, I took it as my bet.
Okay.
Any sort of documentation of his tales is going to count for the Obi-Wan journals to me.
So if he writes some shit on a wall, is that what we're saying?
No, not you know what I'm saying. Anything that feels like he's documenting his.
But what's yeah?
his story.
What's he going to document? The whale meat was particularly delicious for my people.
Yeah, I mean, he could talk. He could record it on one of
I
those.
don't feel.
hollow
Besides this
projectors or
current
what,
adventure, I don't know that he has that much to write home about.
Well, that's what I mean. He's going to start with this one adventure.
With this one adventure.
Yeah.
Hey, I saved your sister from certain doom. Oh, by the way, she's your sister. Don't kiss her later.
So I told Bale, don't call ever.
Yeah.
And then
First thing he does is
Turns out Bale is a cyber stalker, just so you know, Luke.
What are you
I mean,
agreeing
I
or
don't.
disagreeing?
Yeah, I mean, what? I don't care. Can I put don't
You
care?
can fold.
That would be fold.
Yeah, fold. Like they obviously don't care about canon in this thing. So why would I give a shit?
That's
what
not
they
the
do?
point. The point isn't, like you said, it's gambling. You either guess that it's going to happen or it's not
All right.
going to happen.
All right. Do we got anything left?
The chat, if they
unless-
have one, do they
unless
have
the
anything?
Chat came up with something. We
I like AOA's bet. We find
Unless
some
JJ's
old
got
stolen
something
whale
to do.
meat in Obi-Wan's house.
Yeah. Yeah. Goes
I mean,
back
I
to-
go with a fairly obvious one to make myself some money, but
Go ahead. This is the
we
last
will
week. We
see.
can just do real fast.
We will see Leia reunited with her, adopted mother and father.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Of course we do.
Everybody's going to agree with that.
Well,
Yeah.
this is what I'm taking it as.
Yeah.
We will see them reunited. Not just, all right, I'll take you home now.
Yeah,
Oh,
see
I
them.
mean,
Actually, see them.
actually see it happen.
We'll see them hug, and we'll get that welcome home, we missed you moment.
How about an end credit scene?
I don't care. We don't have to use that one.
Oh, how about move along?
Okay. All right. We don't have to use that. Well, what's the chat got? If we got one more, do they have anything?
Here's
I
my
haven't
bet.
seen the
Something
chat come up with anything.
Resolve stolen whale meat side story. Yes, agreed. That's agreed. Good one, Justin. That's kind of fun.
Are we putting that in?
Was that considered?
No, we're not doing that.
No, we're not putting that in because that's
No.
we have to have some.
Well, the chat had 2 last week, so
The
let's just
foremen
call
were
four's a good one.
Okay,
appeared as
we're all
key.
here
Hey,
at 4. We
you
got
owe me
4.
$500 in back wages for your stolen whale meat.
All right.
What about
Yeah,
an end credit scene?
AOA, I'm with you. I still don't know about that. Remember her mother's face bit. I don't know what that was supposed to be about. She's 10.
Well, maybe Obi-Wan put it.
Which mom
What
is
is
she
the heck?
referring to? She's either 10 or she was a newborn. Which
Force
mom
Vader
is
and
she
Watto
referring to? I
team
don't
up.
remember.
This is a good one. Vader and Watto team up to find Luke. All right, move along.
All righty. What do you want to do next?
Oh, gotta get
Right?
up. So I think we were going to try to start a new segment, Star Wars cancellation, where maybe every week or every other week we were going to go over. I didn't know if we were going to do this yet. I was going to ask you guys what you want to do,
Oh, okay.
but
We can save it.
meantime, we got 10 Vader covers that we think are like super great. And then while me and JJ were joking around about one of the covers in one of the series and talking about the cancellation thing because we didn't look at everybody else's covers, then Dom decided to throw in the fucking cover. Bane of my existence.
It's okay,
So
but
I
it's a
don't know
cover.
if I want to do Star Wars cancellation first, but I don't want to make it look like I'm shitting on Dom because I wasn't. And it's not like Dom was crapping on us. He just didn't know. So this time, instead of just me or JJ making the list or Pete, we all contributed into the top 10 list. There's like 13 for that. So I don't know what you guys think is the better format. JJ, what would you think the better format is? Do you care?
To do like a weekly thing?
No, to do the cancellation thing because I did it. I pulled up both Visions and the other one. They canceled the video.
I don't think Dom would. I think it'd be slightly educational. I don't think Dom would care.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's go. No, I'm asking first or second. That or top 10.
Let's do it second.
Okay.
In my opinion,
Yeah,
at
let's
least.
do the
Spoiler
top.
alert, there's going to be a cover and you're going to hear me say it's trash. You'll know why later.
Trash.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Let's move it along.
Yeah,
Top
I'm
10.
just going
So-
strictly by aesthetics of the cover.
And so
Yes,
we decided
exactly. This is straight up just by cover.
I told everybody to throw in 3 covers and that they like from Vader, not look at each other's, and so that some of us dueled up. You'll see it. It doesn't really matter. I figure some of the chat will vote for people they like, and some people will be trolls and vote for people they don't like. So I imagine I'll get a bunch of votes against some of my covers.
No, it's just based on covers.
Yeah,
I
but
don't remember who.
I'll overrule it
I only
anyway.
remember my own.
I
I
don't,
don't remember anybody else.
No,
I don't remember who picked what, to be that honest with
I
you.
probably just saying that is Pete put little stars next to it to say
I
who
put
voted.
whose pick it is. I put who's
Oh,
pick it is.
okay. Well, I
Oh,
guess
you
I'll
did.
remember that.
Oh,
I'll pick
okay.
JJ's
All
pick
right.
and a couple will be double.
yeah. See, that's the
okay.
first caveat. So, all right, but it's supposed to be based on cool Vader covers. It didn't have to be the Vader entire series, just cool covers in general. Thought it'd be a little bit fun. Where's season 2. What? Okay, going through. Let's start off. Who is this, Pete? Oh, Pete. Here we
Oh,
go.
you want to start off with the one where I was going
Ooh.
to say I
Starting off with
have two
heat.
variants, but I did one variant.
Mm.
So I did one variant, and I did one I do not have, and I'm
Yeah.
still looking for. This is what the John Tyler Christopher Negative Space Vader Annual 1 in 25. This thing's expensive as shit.
Yes, it is.
I love the red and black. It's so simple, but it's just I want it. It just
It
looks
stands out.
cool to
Yeah,
me.
of course. I want this one too. I need it.
So I am obviously a fan. So I don't know what else you want me to tell you about it.
So
It's just based off a cover. It's nothing to do with the guts of this book.
where do you have it? Because I'm going to knock it down from wherever you have it.
Well, again, I picked my 3, so it's going to be at least number 3.
To me, this all comes down to whether or not you like the negative space covers.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I
so
mean-
I'm like 9.
Ooh, ouch. I'm probably more mid. I'm like 4 or 5, maybe 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ordinarily I don't like negative space covers so much, but this one actually looks pretty good. So I'm probably at
It is
about
pretty
a.
awesome.
I'm about at a 6, 5 or 6, maybe 7. We'll say 6.
What do you got, Dom? Yeah, it looks like we may be a 6.
Think about
Got a couple
5.
fives, got
About
a
a 5.
7, got an 8.
I put 9, 6.
Nine.
6, couple
Got a
6s.
few 6s now.
That's 6 rolling in. I think 6 is fair, correct?
I would have preferred 5, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
You got a
See.
4. I
Chat
think
has
5.
2 5s and 1 4, and then the rest of them are all. Blah, blah,
No,
blah.
I'm not saying, but based on the chat. No, you're right. Based off of all the grades that you guys gave and the chat, yes, it's 6. I'm saying personally, I think it should have ended up in the 5.
Yeah,
But that's
I mean,
my personal selection.
I think 6 is fair. Let's put it at
Yeah,
6.
I'm
All
putting
right.
it at 6. No, I'm
That-
putting it at 6 because that's
So it'd be 1. No. Why is it? Oh, because it's 2 2. Okay. Well, then I'll do one of mine, I guess.
what are you talking about? It doesn't matter. Just pick a
Well,
book.
you only have 2 books there, so you must have tied with somebody else someplace.
Yes, I
I'm
did.
going-
As
Yeah.
did you.
Me
Yeah.
and Pete did.
So a book actually I don't own. I don't own this one. The Cliff's Chang variant, and I like if you're gonna do red.
I like it. I almost picked it.
And I'm not even saying this is probably should be in the top 3. I'm just thinking probably in because now I can now see all the covers, and there were some that I just didn't choose because I didn't want it to go a certain route. Oh wow. Okay, so
Yeah.
they're going 3
This I would have personally put
3.
this at 6.
because I already
Behind.
had it.
I like
4
the
or 5.
I like the negative space better.
Yeah.
But I do.
No, I
like
like this better than negative space. I had this at 4.
I
or
know
5.
you do. I know you do. I'm saying I'm the opposite. I like the negative space better
I
than
think
this.
4 is fair. I like this one. I like it better than negative space, personally. Actually, I fair confession, I do have the cover, and it is pretty awesome in person. It reminds me of like an old, which probably why Marco Parks loves it, but like an old Japanese kind of movie poster.
Yeah. No, I saw Ben C bought it. The show I was at with him, and he bought it. I was like, God damn it! Where'd you find this?
What does that say?
I'm not sure.
I assume it's some sort of Star Wars language. What does that say? Anybody know?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, probably.
This says Darth Vader. Okay.
I have no idea.
I'm good.
Never looked it up.
I like the. I mean, the colors are kind of the same, really, but I do like this one better.
It
than
probably
the
says like
negative
Cliff
space,
Chang.
so,
Like Darth.
I'm good with a 4.
It's
I'm
different.
good with 4.
Of an
I
art.
think it's gonna have to be 5 because the chat kind of lowered us to 5.
Yeah,
and
6s and 8s.
8.
All right, 5 is fine. Well, we can
that's fine.
re-rack because we have more books than there are
Oh.
spaces.
Then next up would be this is a book that I wanted to pick and I didn't because I accidentally saw it and then I didn't want to make doubles. But
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
I love that book. I don't
I
have
had
that
this
book.
and I sold it. and I sold
Probably-
this, I did.
this is probably 1 for me. to be
1.
honest. Yeah.
The Primera is 1.
Yeah, I think it's
If you put it below a 2, it's criminal, in my opinion.
I definitely
I think
missed out on getting this for cheap.
I bought it for $30 and I sold it for 80, and I thought I was happy at the time. Now I'm pissed off.
at the time.
I just like the way I like the way it looks.
I got a story like that with one of the others coming up, but
The only thing that holds it back is it
I like
is
this one.
technically an homage.
Yeah, it is.
So-
Yeah, yeah.
I could see it being
X-Men homage though, and I love the X-Men, so
I could see 2 3. Wow. 2 2 1.
It's
I'm
fair,
good with-
probably.
like I said, I would have picked it.
9 dead.
9. Oh no.
She's not dead necessarily.
Yeah, 3.
He's kind of grabbing her boob though. That was
That's
not
what I was
a
gonna say. He's comping field.
Side boob action.
He's cupping it. Boobage.
All right, let's put it. It looks like the chat
What,
took it
2?
over to 2, so we can put it at 2.
I'll give it a 2's good. It may get bumped up
It might
depending
get
on what
bumped
else.
up. It might get
Okay,
bumped.
It might, because
Two.
I do like it better than my other two.
Okay, so JJ. Oh Jesus, you put all J's here, so I don't.
It's J and JJ. Jedi's come before. It was Dom's 3, Jedi's 3, JJ's 3, and then you. I went alphabetical.
Okay, Jedi and Pete's picked together. The Vader 23 with Vader's castle.
This is a cool image.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is
don't
it
know
Vader's castle?
anything about how rare this is or what it goes for. I know nothing about it other than it's just a cool looking cover.
Yeah, it's an awesome cover. It's a regular cover. It's a cover anybody can get.
Oh, you're saying
Cover
not
it.
act. Jesus. All right.
Hmm?
Nothing. I'm reading the chat. Don't read the chat.
Don't look.
I just like it.
23-4? Was that
The only
Issue 23, ranking at number 4.
yeah.
I'd say to me it's it's a great cover, but
Yeah.
I still think it's like a 7 or an 8 for me just because I feel like we see this image a lot
yeah.
When?
of him in the castle, like overlooking the castle. One way or another, I feel like I see it a lot.
I don't feel like
This
that's the
isn't
thing.
the-
I don't
this
think
isn't the
I
Vader
don't feel
cut.
like I've seen it a lot. That's why I like this.
There are some
You don't
Vader
get
covers
a lot
that you
of,
do see a lot with kind of Vader in the background, Vader's helmet in the background with like other people in the front. That's the one I see a lot. This one to me is a little different, but
Oh, you guys have it at 4?
Yeah,
I'm
and that's why I like it. I'm with Jedi. That's why I like it. It is different to me.
surprised. A lot
Speaking
of
of homages, one that I've always this is just off the cuff, but one that I've never always found weird that I never see homaged is like a Batman 227 homage with like Vader's castle. Nobody's ever done that. It seems weird that nobody's ever done it.
Oh, you've seen the silhouette in the back?
The Neil
Yeah.
Adams.
Yeah.
Well, Neil Adams homaging.
I like the
Yeah.
Neil Adams.
Which I
I
guess is
got-
a Detective 31.
dang, Wayseeker hates
31?
this one. Wow.
31.
Yeah, I will say this because of where we have set 5 and 6. I don't think it could be above 5 or 6. However, chat's got it. Okay, now it's significant. There's a couple
Ooh, Wayseeker not
Yeah,
gonna,
man,
not gonna hit way down there.
All
You don't
right,
even want it
fine.
on the list.
7.
We'll just how about 7?
I think 7's. Yeah, because it's
For now, again, we
That's fair.
re-rack, we can move. That's fine.
a lot of 4s, a lot of 7s, and then there's an 8 and a 9. All right, Dom's first. Dom has no matches. Okay, Dom.
No matches for Dom.
Yeah, I actually like this one.
25, yeah, that's a good
Well, I
pick.
would
Fair
hope you
enough.
like it. It's your pick.
I know. I like the Dr. Aphra and the evil droid in the back. It's really a cool. Cover.
Guys, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
For regular A covers for a series, is not Grandoff doing them like he was?
Randolph?
Yeah, he was like the best, right, at doing it. Like I'm
I
talking.
mean, it's hard to beat any of his covers, really. But yeah,
Yeah, I do love. I'm.
but this wasn't one of his regular covers. This is a variant.
Oh no, I'm just saying in general. It's just a
Oh
standardized
yeah.
question. While I'm letting the chat catch up to.
Well,
vote on
I
it.
think Grant.
no, he's definitely one of the best Star Wars cover artists
Yeah.
of the modern Marvel times, or what you want to call it.
I agree. I agree.
Well,
like
sorry,
Randolph.
Dom, but this is one of the type of Vader covers that we do see a lot of.
I know.
Yeah.
But Dr. Aphra's face, I know.
Dr.
I know you
Aphra
do.
doing the Captain Morgan pose, and
I'm just thinking the same thing.
Hey, I
And
know.
yeah, the angel. I don't like the cape. The angel.
Yeah, the
wings thing
cape
to
looks
me
like
is
the smoke
weird.
bomb.
yeah, that's what I mean with Vader's
Yeah.
cape flowing. We see that all the time.
It's not even
I'm gonna
flowing.
be pretty
It's
low
like
on this one.
Dark
I like
angel
9 or
thing.
10. It's 9 or 10. It looks like.
I'd say 9
That's
is
fine by
fair.
me. This one,
Fine.
I'm sorry, Dom. This one could get bumped.
Okay.
For a grand off, I don't know. It's not.
Yeah, I wish you put Grandoff back on favor. I agree. I agree. I will then go reverse snake. So we will go Dom with. Is this Ross?
Yeah, it's Alex
Yes.
Ross.
Alex
Ross,
Ross. I
yeah.
like
I'm
it.
tempted to say
One.
1.
Really?
1 in 100 is this one?
1 in 50, I think.
Yeah.
1 in 50.
Or was it
The
1?
other one's 1 in 100. Okay.
Hey, Eric, could you put 1 in Ross? 1 in Ross, Eric.
What?
Nothing. He's talking to the chat.
I like.
3.
3.
See again with his tape up. This and that. I like it. You know. can
I like
see
it too,
Three.
but I think
Three's
I
fair.
like the
Three,
other
Brooks
one
better.
I might put this at 2 and bump the other one up to 1.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Ross guy, so I have this probably at 5.
Really.
Yeah.
The
A lot of
only
threes.
thing
There's a big.
the
stretch
only
of
thing
threes
I
here.
like about this is the colors. I kind of like the pink the pinkish or colors on this with the black and white rest of it, I guess, kind of.
When you see it in person, it's much
I'll-
more red.
It is a lot.
Yeah,
Right?
no,
Yeah, it's not
I
much
have
more
this. I think I have a 9.8 of this actually graded, but
nice.
I'm at a 4 on this one. I think.
Yeah,
I
it
mean, I
does
like
look like superhero. Yeah, I think
Superhero landing.
it does look like it's gonna go up to like a 3 spot.
3 or 4.
No, it
I'd
looks
say
like
three's fair.
It
Three?
looks like
All
it's
right.
Very good.
all right. There we go.
Move it on.
All right, now we're gonna move back down. Can I erase these? I don't have to.
Yeah, you can erase them.
Thanks, because it's gonna be hard to
Just
try
make
to
sure you don't erase ones we didn't do yet.
do that.
I'll do it. How about I erase? You pick the
Nope.
next one.
All right, Jedi's pick the Anakin Vader number 5 from Pack,
Yeah.
which is
I mean, to me, this was again, don't know nothing about it. Don't know how much it's worth. Don't even know. I don't think it's. Is it an incentive? You said?
No,
I don't
it's an
know,
anchor.
but,
Just a regular cover. Fake cover.
Yeah.
I just thought it was cool. I mean, you have kind of the duality of of Anakin Vader. We don't see that a lot, I don't think. At least I haven't seen that a lot. So I just thought it was kind of unique. Thought it was well done as far as.
This is Inhyuk
And
I
yeah.
think.
yeah. 10, lots of 10s and a 9.
Yeah, I like the idea of this one more than the execution.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
just
with you on that.
something that's off. I don't know what it is, but something's just not
The
quite.
weird hair, the gleaming hair in the background. I think I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Just something's making me feel more middle of the road.
For some reason, too, his face reminds me of Vigo from Ghostbusters, too.
Love it. All right, put it at,
Vigo!
Yeah, it's going to get bumped, but I don't
Yeah,
know where you put it.
all right. That's a good. It's worth a try.
10?
So what are we putting it at?
10.
Ooh.
10?
You can put it
Good
at 10, but it's going to get bumped, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, we still got to put it there.
We still got other ones.
I don't know. Yeah. I think I still like that one better than the couple.
I guess we'll do. Oh shoot! The problem is when we do ties, they disappear. Right? We'll do a tie.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, there's only one
No.
more tie.
We'll do a tie. It's a JJ. This is the 25th, the Dark Horse 25.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I mean, I love this cover.
I like that cover. That cover is good. Is awesome.
Love this. Like this cover. I love this cover.
I know. You both picked it.
I would put two.
I
and
would imagine you did.
I would put 2 and move number 2 to 1. I mean, I like it. It just, if you've never seen it before, too, and Dom should love it because it's pretty much a virgin cover. So,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
AJ, would you like to add on to that?
No. I think you hit it, yeah.
I do, and
I
I
mean-
do think I like it better than the Ross.
Yeah, I mean, especially when
See, I almost like the Ross a little bit better, but I'm a Ross guy, so
Yeah, see, like, I like
what
Ross too.
I like about this is when you look at it, when you have it in hand, it is like it feels alive. Like
Is it foil?
like you
Is
saw
it
this
cover
on-
foil?
It feels like you saw this on the
if I remember right, I don't think it's foil.
It's not
Not
foil, but I
foil,
think
it's-
it's like a glossy matte. kind of-
gloss.
Yeah.
Gloss. It's a gloss.
It's a gloss, yeah,
And
like
it
a thick
feels like it's sitting out-
cardstockish.
Yeah,
type
like
cover.
a sticky
Yeah,
kinda-
we got some. We got 4s.
got a bunch of 4s.
in chat. We got 1, 3.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I
an
almost
8
wanna
is an
put it at-
outlier or not.
I almost want to put it at 3 and bump the other 2 up, but that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, and I think we're going to end up doing that ultimately.
well, we'll put it at 4 for now. There's
Sam's
no-
got it at
I
1.
think everybody's getting a bump up.
Yeah, put it at 4. I don't know. We'll see what the chat does because I think there's some easy cookies for them in here. All right, Pete. Okay, who do we have that's got 2 left? JJ's got 2 left, I think. No,
No, I got 1
No,
left.
everybody's got one
I
left.
just have, I have
all
1
right.
left. I think.
We'll go reverse order from Pete and we'll come back around. All right, Pete. Number 13.
It's a very simple cover. It's a Brooks, but I just like it. It feels like a movie poster. I
Mhm.
like it. It's Vader. It's over all the ships. It's just like I like Jedi said. We see a lot of it,
First
but
one.
it's
You see a lot of these,
we
and
see a lot of these.
there was
but that's
one-
what I like better than most.
well, there
Is
was
it's a well
one.
done Vader.
There's one that is my favorite Vader that I wasn't allowed to do because it was outside the parameters of what we were set to do this. That is very similar to this. That being said, I can't really. It's not this one. So it's kind of similar to this one, but it's not this one. I can't say what do we have open. I don't think
We don't have any openings. That's part
Like
of the problem.
8's open.
I'm fine with that, Eric.
Is
That's
5 open? I can't say. I'd
it's
put it
not.
in 8.
No,
I don't.
it's not. Only
Eight's
open
not
spots, Jedi. Only open spots are 1 and 8.
Yeah, 8. Okay, so let's put it at. I'm at 8 then.
I'm not. I'm at 9 and bumping out the last one.
Okay.
Oh,
I
whatever.
I like it a
with
little
me
bit
too.
better. I'm at 7 and bumping 7 to 8, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Personal opinion. I don't know.
I like Brooks.
Brooks, yeah. I mean, you talked about Granoff being one of the best. Brooks is right there as one of the best Star Wars cover artists.
I agree, but the
Yeah,
chat
Marvel.
also looks like they have a lot of 8s, so we'll just slip it into
Chat
8.
says a lot of 8s. 7
All right,
bump,
moving on. We
5
got 4
bump others
left.
down.
It's
Oh,
midnight. Let's
Every
keep going.
book cover looks exactly the same. Exactly.
For Brooks?
The same.
I don't agree with that, but no.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You don't have to. 10, 10, 8, 8.
To be fair, a lot of covers do look alike, but not every cover looks exactly the
Oh, there's a
same.
lot of ones that look alike.
Because he's done a lot of covers.
Yeah, okay, fair. It's better than 5 and 6, says Eric. All right, we're gonna keep moving along. We can get through it.
Yeah.
Then
Also, I'm trying to keep value out of this because I know some of you are going to pick.
Yeah, you can't pick
Like
this
this.
one. And you cannot
I don't
pick
like
this
this
one.
cover.
No,
I do.
it's
But
inside art.
because this actually is the whole story arc between Vader and her. Like, I like this cover.
I know.
I think I always found it
I
interesting
hate
about this
this
cover. It for the longest time was like, I don't think she's on the variant. Like I heard that a lot when this book was
I might
kind of
have
like
to
climbing up in price. I'm
I
like, she's front and center on the variant. That's her. Like,
By the way, I sold this book, so I don't have a copy of it anymore.
Yeah,
and everyone's
no,
like, well, that
that's
doesn't
why
look
I
like
might
Afro,
have
but it's
to.
drawn by the
I
interior
might have
artist.
to excuse myself, or what's the legal term? I might have to take
Recuse
myself
yourself.
off. Yeah, because like Marco, I had this book. I got it graded. It came back a 9.8, and I sold it for $180. So this book and me are.
I need this one. I definitely gotta get this one.
I'll never get another one because I'm not paying that much for them. But I had this book that I got graded myself. It came back a 9.8, and before Afro took off, I sold it for 180.
The only thing I've never liked about this cover is it's not even Afra's look or anything, but it's the cape. It seems weirdly placed out in front of him.
Yeah,
I give you the cape.
The wind.
Well, I get that, but I mean, like,
never loved that
it
cover.
just seems odd that it's like that.
Yeah.
I don't think this cover deserves to be in the top 5. I really don't.
Oh, I wasn't putting it in the top 5 by any stretch of the
It was
imagination.
one of your top
I mean,
3.
yeah. If you want to bump it, I don't think it deserves to be in the top 6. But if you want to bump the others,
He was a top
down,
5.
okay.
He was a top 3, but like when you start looking at some of the other ones that are on, I mean, obviously you start looking at some of the other ones that are on here.
To me, it's more like an 8 or 9.
My
I mean, just purely
I-
cover.
Yeah,
look.
I have it as like 7-ish compared to others.
All I'm gonna say is my 3 were 6, 7, and 8, and I try to go for something different in each one. And I thought I hit the mark there. And I still like those 3, 6, 7, and 8 better than that variant. So I'd have this at least highest a 9.
Well, I mean, it's
because that's just my personal opinion. I just don't love that cover. That's all.
Yeah.
It's actually gonna be a real hard one because it looks like the chat is. It's definitely not a top 5. I think we all agree on that. But the chat is split between on the back 5.
You got a 10, you got a 9, a 6, a 7. You got pretty much everything.
Yeah, I mean, you got
13, 23.
yeah, never take my advice on comic books. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, what do you guys want to do with this? I don't really care, to be honest with you.
8?
Well, the chat has it as about an 8. Like if you do the average, 6, 7, 10, and 9, averages to an 8.
Cool, put an 8.
Wait, Mojo says a 9, so that drags it down to a
Just
little.
put it in 8, dude. Let's go.
Nope, I like 9.
Okay.
Okay, put it 9.
So I gotta bump everything else down.
Oh, all right. Darth Vader and the Ghost. Why do you like this, JJ?
So it's a 1 and 5 Dark Horse variant. I just like it. I always thought, and I can never pronounce the name right, Japanese name, like, is it Suda? I don't want to butcher the name.
Until you try, I can.
Asado or something. But anyways, did a lot of Dark Horse. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but more than a handful of Dark Horse covers. Did like in Vader titles. So Vader in the Law Command. I think there was.
We're not done yet, Joe.
Was the one that wasn't Ghost Prison? Was it Ninth Assassin or whatever? So I don't know. I always like these covers. I like
I always
the crashed TIE fighter
Yeah.
behind him.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
reminds me-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, JJ. This one does not deserve to be in the top 10. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. It just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I like
really
it,
doesn't.
but I just it doesn't stand out to me.
It's too cookie cutter to me. I've seen so many like
Dude.
that. It's just
move your horseshit Brooks cover down to 9. You can't just take it over because you're running the thing and overrule that. Like, dude,
What are you talking about?
I was gonna say put it in 9, move Brooks down to 10. It was Jesus, Pete.
What are you
We're gonna have to
wait,
move.
no. Wait a second. What are you talking about?
Dude, when we were split,
Why would I put Brooks down to 10?
when we
Brooks
did
was
split
8. I didn't move it up. It was
No,
8.
no, no.
Why would it go from 8 to 10?
on the last one, the chat had it
Even if we
across-
did that, why would it go from 8 to 10?
oh, it's down to 9. And what I would say is move it down to 10.
That's what I'm saying. Think through
Fine.
what you're saying before you say
No, I
it.
did say it. I said I would move it down to 10, Brooks down to 10, and then I looked, and Brooks is now an 8, where it was supposed to have been
Where
in
it
9.
was.
I would put this one at 9. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but we're not there. We are on the last book, averaged out to about an 8, and then we got another
You
9
barely
in at the last
averaged out
minute. So I put it in at 9.
I think we're going to run into a dilemma here in a minute. But okay, let's
Yeah, I think everything's gonna have to go up, but
average
Yeah.
out
at
to
least
8
a
and 9. That
large
doesn't
we're
make
going to have
portion
to
of it.
decide what's going to be 10 here in a minute.
sense. Average 8, so I put it in 9. Yes, agreed. I do see that's what you did. All right. Were we putting this in 10? Are you putting it in 10?
I don't think it. And my vote is it doesn't make the board, but that's just my vote.
Yeah, I could put it at 10.
Yeah, put it 10.
Only because I don't like the smoke monster from Lost.
There you go. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I forgot I had this one. Oh,
20,
that's
it's
mine.
125, 130,
25, I think it was.
1 in
Still moved
12,
up.
1 in 19, 1 in 1. There's so many of them. 125.
Yeah, I can't write. Yeah, it's one in. Is it? What is it? 1 in 25? You said?
Pretty sure.
I don't know. I like it. It's a dark cover, but you can still make out the. Even as dark as it is, you can still tell what's going on there. Again, maybe when I picked these, maybe I was like really still high off of Kenobi. The duality of Vader, Anakin. Maybe that's where I was at whenever I picked these. Maybe, but I still think this is a great cover.
I was just never a fan of the Anakin Boogie.
Yeah, good boogie.
Well, the chat is on a little bit. 5 for Snot Luke. It is a 1.
It's not Luke.
Yeah, don't leave them out. Don't go skipping things.
I said 1 9, and there's a 2 and a 3.
No, that's 01.
I'm off the beat on this cover. That not a huge fan of it personally.
4. Yeah.
But I usually like Damondo's really hit or miss for me as an
5.
artist.
Yeah.
5.
So I don't know. Like I'd put it personally at like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah, that'd be more.
Yeah.
Value didn't influence the ranking because number 4 is an expensive book. Is not an expensive book, and number 3 was a 1 in 100. So relative to what the original price is, not an expensive book. 3.
I'm trying to exclude value out of my.
Yeah, I completely excluded value out of my mind.
3, 5, 9.
I tried to exclude value as well as the interior. I didn't care what happened in the book. It was straight up cover art.
Oh shoot! I just
That is a better cover, Wayseeker.
Okay, the chat has a lot of 3s. They've got some 4, 5, and a 9. So, another 9, 8.
I'm
9.
still more in the 7-ish kind of range.
Yeah. The 7-8 range.
It's like I said, this one just isn't for me either. It's just
Well, I think we're gonna have to put it in the 5. So we're either moving everything up or we're moving.
everything's
everything
getting
down.
moved up, but I want to know
I
from
think
where.
you have to move everything up anyway. So
Yeah, we're
I'm
moving
doing
up.
it
It
now.
just matters from where.
Del Muno at 5 because that's kind of what's averaging.
5 and then bump 4, 2 through
5
5 up.
Yeah, 2 through 5 up. 2 through 5
Yeah.
up. Put it at 5 because this next book's going straight into the trash.
There's still one left.
There's one left.
Here you go, Joe.
The one that everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah.
This is the second
I
print.
forgot.
There's a first print too. It has a different look.
Yes,
All right.
Darth Vader riding a
This is
fucking
the
horse.
look, the second print. Come on, this is badass. Vader riding a horse.
Vader meets Harry Potter as he rides
I know.
a Destro.
what
Take
is
down
badass?
Voldemort.
about it?
No, it's just pretty cool. And it's a second print too. They didn't make that many, which
Don't put
kind
that
of,
stuff. No, that's not what this is to be about.
I know. I'm just saying. In my
I think
opinion,
is this interior art?
the interior,
Yeah.
the end of
Yeah, okay.
first print, yeah.
Of one of the worst
It's pretty
series ever written.
Yeah, you know what? Either a hit or miss. It's still a pretty badass cover. Come on.
I get it. It's a fun image. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna deny you that, Tom. It is a fun image. It just
I know.
feels weird to me.
It does feel weird, but I just like it because it is weird, and you don't see that many weird covers of Vader and that weird you throw it in there.
To me, the only reason I like it is because it reminds me of two things I like slightly, which is one is the Headless Horseman,
Yep.
and two is
Not
it
great.
reminds me of a Vampire Hunter D. Anybody unfamiliar, but it's
Yep.
that's an
Yep.
anime.
I am,
Well, so the base is the
But
A
at the same time, still like a 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The A cover was based off of what's his name? When they had him on the horse, they had it as the death dealer.
Like a Frazetta.
Granoff.
Sometimes you throw
Or not Granoff,
especially
I'm sorry.
obscure at the wall,
Frazetta.
maybe it might stick. You know what? But it is what it is.
And it was very bad. For,
I don't think this one makes the board.
Yeah,
in
the
my
A cover
opinion.
was like
It's
Death
kinda-
Dealer style.
It's not terrible though.
No, it's not terrible.
I just hate the series, and we'll get
To be
into
fair,
it in
I
a
don't think
minute.
any of the covers we picked were terrible,
Oh, they're good covers. It's tough
except
to
maybe
get
that Afro 1 in 25.
That Afro 125 is pretty bad. But I like I said, I excuse you know, I can't say the word.
He
I
said that
shouldn't.
the other.
I'm
Go
bitter.
ahead.
And the winner is the homage to the X-Men.
5 is better than 2. I wouldn't disagree with that. Yeah. How weak the lightsaber. Look at how weak the lightsaber is. Okay, so then we will get into, and one of the reasons why I do hate that
Wait,
book.
did you get rid of all the things we already?
Yeah, they're all-
Here's really quick why I don't like 5 better than 2, 3, or 4 is because if you don't look at Anakin inside and get past the idea of Anakin inside the crates, that Vader helmet looks like Droopy the dog. It doesn't look like a good Vader helmet on its own.
Yeah,
There's no
If the
life.
Vader helmet was
color
done
to it.
better, I might have liked it better.
Okay.
Like it's kind of squished, like out of a drawn face, like the face is pulled down.
it should be a Virgin cover.
JJ Dom Jedi. Remember when Pete said we were running behind because we wouldn't let shit
Hey,
go?
I'm just clearing up something from the chat. That's all.
How many Vader ones are on this list? Is it 1, 2, 3?
1, 2.
Well, the Brooks
It's
Vader
like
one is
different
different
volume.
from the other Vader
Different.
one.
Oh, that's a different volume. Okay.
Yeah.
2, 3, 3.
Is
All
that
right.
the Soul one?
That's the
And
second
yeah,
volume.
Vader next week, and then we can put the death. All right, so let's get into Star
First
Wars
Vader.
canceled and talk about why I hate the Vision series because it's a 2-parter.
Besides Darth Vader on a horse.
Yeah.
No, that's
Besides Darth Vader on the horse, this is Star Wars.
canceled. So we're gonna talk. This is kind of JJ's been pushing it too for a while. We've talked about it for a while. It's maybe like go stuff. It would you want to do a show, but it would have been.
Once you're ready to share your screen, you can share the thing on top.
Yeah,
of it.
I think we could do that as we just do one, and some of these are going to have like they canceled something and they made something similar. This is the case, so they canceled this, and we're also going to show you what they decided to substitute instead. So, for those that don't know, there was going to be a series called Shadow of Vader. It was supposed to be a mini series. It was supposed to come out in 2018. It was it was written by Chuck. Was everybody okay?
That was me.
What was that?
When did
Phone.
Oh, I thought that was like Muttley laughing. I'm like, what's he doing? It's Dick
Anyways.
Dastardly and Muttley are here.
So at the time, for those people that didn't know, there's a guy named Chuck Wendig, and he had written all 3 of the aftermaths. He actually had gone to the internet and begged the internet to hit up Marvel and be like, "Yo, let this dude write a book," and they did. They finally let him. And I would say, I don't know what everybody's opinion if they've read all the aftermath series, but I really, at the time, he was one of the best writers, like who's writing at the time, in my opinion. He also did a lot of stuff that they kind of pushed through later and changed around. One of those is, I think, he caught the Acolyte stuff, but we'll get into it in a minute. Anyway, so they had already announced that he had done that he was going to do this miniseries called Shadow of Vaders. It was going to be pretty much one shots on each book, or at least one story per book in different things. Some of his ideas for it was, oh, there you did the Aftermath ones. Yeah, if you haven't read those, read that, really good. So he just to let you know what his stories were going to be, because he had actually done 1, 2, and 3 already. They didn't go to print, but he had those already out, and he had also told the ideas of what 4 and 5 were going to be. One was going to be kind of like, as he says, Friday the 13th ish, but like that's why I have Anakin choking kids. It was going to be Darth Vader hunting down little kids and killing them, which sounds kind of cool. He was going to do
You don't want to
what?
check that? Darth Vader hunting down little kids would sound pretty cool.
Oh,
Oh, I mean, like, when he described that didn't come off right, but yeah, he'd be more hunting down, like, because he would give the homage to like Anakin choking little kids and killing it right up in the thing.
Mhm.
Who
Same thing.
drew
He'd be
the fan art of Anakin joking.
I love it. Love the fan art. I put up some great fan art. Then he was going to do, and this got redone. He was going to do the Wilro Hood story. Wilro Hood's the guy, the ice machine guy running through the
I was
hall.
saying the story of the ice cream maker.
Yeah, screw guy.
Now they did eventually do a Hood story in a certain from a certain point of view. The second one, the Empire one, and Chuck did stuff in the first one, so there was kind of a feeling too that maybe some of his stuff was rewritten. He also, for those people that did read the Aftermath stuff, there was a group called the Acolytes of the Beyond that was going to be book number 4, and the Acolytes would steal artifacts. They actually had a run-in with Ochi, and it actually looked like that was going to be some of the storyline. They obviously diverted that later on after they fired him. For those that don't know, he got fired because he had gotten some political views, I guess. That wasn't why he got fired. He had said some political stuff on the internet, but what got him fired, they found out later, was troll farms went after him, and instead of, this was early on when they didn't know that those types of things were there, so they said he's got bad press or whatever, so they kicked him to the curb. Kind of the opposite of what happened to Cara Dune. They never gave him the warning, which if he didn't want to make money, I think they should have given him the fair warning, like, stop doing what you're doing. But they didn't do that. They just got rid of him. A lot of people were upset with that. His other stories were going to be, he was going to have a mortician. Number 3 was going to be about a mortician in the Death Star, like working in the morgue. So you'd see dead bodies coming in and stuff like that. I don't know. I found it kind of interesting. And the last one, of course, was going to be
like, what would the stories be about? Well, we really should have put a railing in there.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think
Like how many guys fall, a lot of falling deaths because we don't use railings here on the Death Star.
I think
conditions here at
Death
best.
Star code enforcement.
Yeah. Well, just wait till you hear what they did. And the last story was going to be about a New Republic pilot whose parents were killed by Vader, so he joined up, and then he finds out that Leia was Vader's kids, and that caused the whole nother shenanigans. Either way, they ended up he went through the promo. He had given the speech even after his little posting. They hit him up with the bots. In the meantime, he had gone to New York Comic Con and had told you what the first 3 books were going to come, and they released that artwork for it. By the way, the reason why we brought this one up is because that artwork for Shadow Vader number 1 or 2, we wanted to put it. It was questioned if we could still put it up on the list because it's so fucking cool.
It is a cool cover.
But that didn't quite
Never
make
reused for some reason.
Never used, and they should have reused it because it was dope as shit. But instead, they got rid of them, and we got the series Dark Visions. Arguably one of the worst fucking. Not arguably, it's one of the worst fucking anything they've ever done at Marvel before, as far as Star Wars is contained. I don't even think it's questionable. Story number 1, just to give you guys a little insight of why Vader's riding a fucking horse, is because Vader decided to not just ride a horse, but he started fighting a kaiju at one point to save a little girl. Like, that's the fucking story. There's a kaiju in there. He's riding a horse. He saves a little girl. Like, it was not Vader at all, right?
Well, he
like,
rides a kaiju later, though.
They got the video. They got the cover
With
with
Ochi.
him fighting the creature. He has the lightsaber drawn, and the creature's in the background.
Yes.
That's,
So yeah, instead of killing children, he is now saving children and fighting kaijus. Number 2.
Well, I'm saying, you remember he rode the kaiju to Exegol, right?
yeah, he did.
wasn't the kaiju. That was the eye. Well, whatever.
Yeah, I know. It was a fucking kaiju.
This story. Number 2, he then decided is an Imperial guy that was worried about getting killed by Vader and kind of goes crazy. And yeah, that one sucked too. But most egregious out of these is probably number 3. For those people that didn't read this, this is the Stalker Vader issue. You
Yep.
guys remember this fucking issue?
Yep.
Hey,
This is
they made
when
Superman a stalker. Why not
Vader
Vader?
had this chick who was a stalker. She'd find dead people. I had to pull some of this up because it's just so fucking bad.
What's
And
some
while
crazy eyes right there?
I was being more angry about how
I know,
bad
right?
this was. She pretty much was sweeping up garbage off the ground. Yeah, name one that's worse. I don't think it's worse than this. So I mean, there isn't anything.
I always find it too. The weirdest thing
This-
is,
Go ahead.
especially one of the weirdest things in that comic too, is like, I guess maybe because it's supposed to be like a play on like Nosferatu or like some weird horror movie type thing, but like, why in all of Star Wars when you have like mouse droids, is there just a dustpan and a broom?
Yeah,
That's always bothered me. It's part of that. The story's bad to begin with, but a dustpan and a broom,
Broom boy.
broom boy. Yeah,
There you
That's when
go.
people fucking read it. So she's a fanboy nurse, and then she thinks Vader's leaving stuff on the ground after he gets like stuff pulled out of him. The doctor just throws on the ground. She thinks it's Vader leaving it there for her.
Maybe
so
she just saw Gattaca.
she starts making out with him a little bit. And oh fuck, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad.
But she
it's
gets killed. That's pretty cool. She gets stabbed.
Yeah,
All of that just so some
not
rando
even-
person could get killed.
He sits there and mumbles the whole time, and she's like saying, "Oh, I love you. We're gonna get married." Blah 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 blah. And he just stabs her and then puts the helmet on and says, "Like, there's trash on the ground. Pick it up." So it doesn't even fucking make sense, and it's not. It's not.
Because it's not going to fit in that mouse droid.
Exactly.
Which was meant like so. Like, I don't know if people know at the time, but at the time, they were still saying that like Chuck was just going to ghostwrite this, and it obviously wasn't him ghostwriting it. The guy who did it wasn't that guy. What does he call himself? Homeless or whatever. The guy that fucking ruined X-Men 2. He's bad. They had them 4 and 5.
Hopeless?
Yeah, was it Williams Homeless or whatever? His real name's not Homeless.
Dennis
It's like
Hopeless?
Dennis Homeless. Yeah, that's him.
You keep saying homeless.
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 It's a nickname. What does he call himself?
It's right there. It's hopeless.
hopeless.
Hopeless. That's what the fuck he calls
Yeah,
himself. Yeah.
that's what I said.
Oh yeah, his
Dennis
shit's garbage.
Hopeless.
That is hopeless. That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
you're
homeless.
right. Right on the book. Sorry, it's past 12. We shouldn't have gone this far.
Yeah.
Or it was a poorly written like X-wing pilot. Like somehow with Vader was in a fucking thing, so he got scared and then went back and screamed a lot. The art was shit too. Just a waste of fucking time. And then 5 made absolutely no sense. There was a rebel who had, I think, he had some blueprint or some shit, but then got ticked by a fucking plant outside.
That's a
and
cool
then
cover, though.
and Vader.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I was
Vader-
going to say, I'm sorry. Number 5 is a cool cover. It looks like something you'd find on the back of a biker jacket or something. That's actually pretty cool. I like it.
That is cool. That is cool.
Yeah. But
Sam
inside
Crow original.
Vader's light
Mayans.
turns into a fucking dragon whip at one point, and yeah, I mean the fuck, it's stupid. And then nothing happens. He doesn't actually kill the guy. It was all pretty garbage. I will say this though: some of the variant covers on this,
Pretty cool.
pretty cool. That's the only savior on it. But all in all, garbage ass series. They replaced it with that, and we've never heard from Chuck again. And to be honest, I really wish they would bring him back. There was some shit talking to Marvel after that happened because they had also done the James Gunn thing at the same time.
Oh, that was
I think they-
Disney.
Huh?
Well, that was Marvel/Disney.
Yeah,
The
Disney.
James Gunn.
No, I mean they did the same thing at the same time. So there's a little bit of shit talking. I wish they would have handled it better. Now it doesn't like 2018 seems like not too long ago, but they also didn't know how that shit.
Dude, 2018 seems like ages ago.
Yes.
I'm just saying, like it was
Last 3 years, man. Sheesh.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
now. Actually, it's why I'm always mad. Like whenever you hear me angry about the Cara Dune situation, where I was like, dude, just shut up and take the check. Like if they tell you to not say something, take the check. It's because Chuck they never gave the chance to. They just fucking flipped his ass right off the bat. And unfortunately, I think we lost a star there, and they made a huge mistake on that. Yeah, he won't come back if he asks. I know. It's a shame. He did good work. I don't know. So that's that. They canceled that, and they came up with Visions, which is a huge mistake. Visions was a dump shit of a fucking comic. Even if you can get it for $1, you don't think so, Tom?
What?
It was a dump of a comic compared to what it was.
Dark,
Like I said,
you should call it Dark Visions, by the way, because there is a Star Wars Visions that's
there
totally
is-
separate.
You know, I think the covers,
Also
the variant
terrible.
covers, are pretty cool. And they're cheap too.
Jedi's favorite.
The 1 in 25s.
Yeah, the 120. Oh, yeah, the 120. Yeah, but I guess we buy comic books for different reasons. I buy the comic books to see what's inside of it. And,
No, I do
Or-
too. No, I'm just saying I do too. But I definitely, when I buy comics, I like buying them all. I like to get them all the variants and everything. When it comes to Star Wars books,
yeah. Well, either way, so that was our Star Wars canceled. We'll probably do more stuff. 'cause
Our
I think
first
Jake
canceled.
video games, and he wants to do. I don't know what else. Oh, we want to do some TV shows and stuff. Like
Yeah,
that.
some show. There's a lot of shit that got canceled.
There's a lot of canceled projects out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of canceled projects
Lot
out
of
there,
them.
but that was one that I really hated. I hate it to this day. That's why I hate that stupid horse, like the horse issue too. I will say 3 was fucking the worst. Like there was nothing worse than 3. But 1 is not good either.
And so everybody knows this rant or project was brought to you by One Post, our open show chat.
No, I don't. I don't.
About wanting to use a cover.
It's probably the one Star Wars book I don't own or never have. I've never owned a Dark Vision book. Never will. It's gone.
Now I know what to get you for Christmas.
Go right in the trash, dude. It's where it's going to
One
go.
good thing about I'll say that the only good thing about that series is there are some good variant covers, and you can get them super cheap
Yes.
because nobody wants them.
that's why eventually they'll probably go up in value.
Probably not, but
No?
Nobody wants them. Did you miss the part where nobody wants them? Like they're not.
And it's not like it wasn't. It was hard to find.
yeah, I think like the 1 in 50 for number 1 goes for like $15-$20.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not a good series. But our moment in Star Wars history, what was it? 2018 was like 10 years ago.
It was like 10 years ago.
No,
At least
it
Feels
did
like
not.
it.
It was the last. Yeah, well, that's why we're going to split it up, Wayseeker. We're only going to do one at a time. What is W to the? What is this?
What the hell is this? He's asking.
What the hell is this?
Well, he's
Yeah,
explaining,
maybe
not
so.
asking.
The episode 3. Yeah, it's garbage.
It was probably
Oh.
Crazy Eyes.
But very interesting point though, like about the acolytes, the Brotherhood of Acolytes stuff. When you see what that has become with what happened to Ochi, they didn't just screw up by getting rid of him because Ochi was part of that. They didn't screw up what, like it's screwed.
Well,
he
I do want to be fair on one thing. You don't know that all his stories were going to be home runs.
No, I agree.
But-
I agree. But when they cut out the acolyte stuff, which was probably what his main thing was starting to be, they still used the acolytes. They still used them in the last movie.
Yeah, because he's not the creator of that character.
Oh, the acolytes
Right?
portion? No, he was. Yeah, he was.
Like Ochi. I mean, I don't think he's the creator of Ochi, is he?
I think he is actually.
Is he technically?
Because he wrote in that Ochi was the one that came to.
Man, you guys are lucky I have off tomorrow for Juneteenth. Otherwise, I'd be yelling at you for babbling on about Ochi part of the night.
Maybe yeah. I think one was rumored. I don't know if it got canceled. Either way, but we'll look into it. Way send it our way. We'll talk about it. Either way, I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry, I didn't get too randy, but I've been on vacation for 2 weeks.
We're not.
You ranted plenty today.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, somebody take us out of here.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah,
And other
next-
stuff in
Tuesday
between.
or Wednesday, Thursday or whatever other day we're doing stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff.
All right.
Actually,
See y'all.
Wednesday.
Sounds good.